Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We're here.
Hi.
We're doing things. Thank you for joining us again. It is Wednesday. I think, it's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
This
We do
past
show on
week
Wednesdays.
has just become a complete blur,
That's all right.
but we got everything done.
Yes, it's been full steam ahead since last Wednesday. We literally got off this call and I made a to-do list of what needed to be done in a week, and we finished it all by like 3 o'clock today, which is great. And we were sick over the weekend. We were literally down for like 24 hours and couldn't do anything.
Diana, technically 3 out of the 4 of us have outfits on. I do not.
I'm the Diem, I don't have
I got all of Adam's pictures of
I have my
his
dice
things
earrings.
and then was just upset that I didn't have a raccoon onesie. So I'm working on something raccoon for the rest of them. Oh, thank you. But yeah, everybody else is wearing something that has to do with their animal. I'm just the party pooper tonight. So, but I feel like the excuses is I made these disgusting layouts today. They are the cutest, most disgusting things I've ever made.
They are really cute.
And
Precious.
I hate that I was so good at it.
You were, and I was in a 3-hour meeting this morning, and all of a sudden I look down, I have
so bad.
6 messages, and 3 of them are this layout with different banners. And she was like, also, are you okay? You're not giving me opinions. Like, I'm sorry, I'm in a meeting.
Mal is usually an immediate messenger, like maybe
I
5 minutes tops. So like it had been 30 minutes and I hadn't heard anything, and I was like, "You okay? Are you still alive?"
A 3-hour meeting this morning killed me, and I hid in a conference room the rest of the day because I was like, I've peopled enough.
I was in a
No
4-hour
thanks.
class that started at 8:30 a.m. and
Bless you.
my Adderall had not kicked in, and it was so bad, which
Rough
is
days?
when I made these layouts.
Woo! But yeah, we got it all done. Also, the one thing that I did absolutely promise that is not incorporated in this layout, but is done because the cast has seen it, is our baby boy Fudge. His illustration is done. It is just not on here.
I
So
forgot
my
to
GM
update his card in
announcement for
Streamlabs.
this show.
Keep talking.
That's okay. He may be or may not be in Streamlabs. It's fine. But he will be shown on the internet tomorrow because my little GM social media thing will go out tomorrow, and I put Fudge on it because everybody else gets a character, and I wanted a character too, so I made Fudge. My best little buddy.
Oh no, I gotta update it. Hold on, I'll fix it.
It's okay. We'll fix it next time. But to say that right now, because she brought it up, we're doing Streamloots cards, which is another thing we accomplished this week. I am going to add more as the weeks go on, depending on where they take this story. I have ideas, but they don't all necessarily apply right now. So I'll make those cards as they come up. One really good thing to give them, though, would be hero points, and those are in your decks. This is actually what a real hero token looks like. It looks like a little poker chip. And it says the Vanishing lands on one side, and it says hero token on the other. And these are like the real ones that we were given when we play tested the game, but I mentioned them last week, and I told you all I would bring them down to show you. So I did that. Here they are. And I don't think we have a lot of channel announcements this week. Thank
You
you
should come
for
up with
whoever
some,
just started to follow. We appreciate it. I saw the little zombie pop up on screen. But I think the main thing is just that we also do Into the Dark Room on Monday. So if you want the exact opposite of this show in every way, I encourage you to come hang out on Mondays. Because whereas this is fun and campy, I put somebody into a minor hellscape on Monday. So if you're into it, let us know. Hi, Sarah!
Is Sarah here?
Sarah is
I
here.
love Sarah.
For those of you that don't know, Pixies and Pins in chat is Sarah Moore, who is one of the lovely people that worked on this game, and apparently she's going to come hang out tonight. So yay!
Yay, we love Sarah.
We
If
do
you
love
don't,
Sarah.
go follow Sarah over on Gen Con TV on Friday nights.
Yeah,
She
she
plays
does
some
Sarah's Table on
wonderful
Friday nights.
games.
We were there for the Gen Con weeks this past year. We were part of Root, which was like the week before Gen Con, the week after Gen Con, I think. And it was like the coolest, most fun thing ever. I was a pyromaniac squirrel. So if you need a VOD to go watch, I suggest watching me light a mine on fire on accident because I was drunk. It was a good time.
It was a good
It
time.
was a good time. Are we good to run the trailer,
No, hold
or are
on,
you
hold
fixing
on,
something?
Sorry.
That's fine. I
I'm
can
trying to do
vamp
this
for
before
another
anybody buys a
do.
bunch of cards.
It's okay, we're fixing it. Fudge was a last minute addition to the illustrations today. There is a card where you can have Fudge help people. It's called A Friend in Fudge, and he will be there essentially for favors for the players. So if they need a favor done by somebody or if they need an extra hand, they can play a Friend in Fudge card and he will come help. Um, there's that. Oh, you can also get one of the common cards is a meal from Gordon Ramsay, and it's assigned to each person. It gives them 2 back to either their physical. I've also decided to add spirit in there just because you all are going to need it back. But that way, if they do start to go down in battle and maybe get their eyes scratched out like raccoons by yours truly, then they can just eat a meal from Gordon Ramsay, and it'll all be okay. And there's one legendary card, just one. It is a one-time use only. If someone can find it, Mount Supa erupts. Does that play into the game plan at all? I have nowhere where that could even be a happy thing
She
for me.
essentially gave them a TPK card.
It's not a TPK.
It's 100%.
No one
100%
said
a
we could
TPK.
get caught in the chili blast that came out of the Bread Mountain Soup Bowl thing that Mount Supa is. It's just a possibility.
It's a possibility.
I hate everything.
I'm trying to provide variety. There's also spirit boosters in there. Spirit is like your number one thing in this game that I cannot recommend enough that you take like very good resource management of. So to give them more is very helpful because they can only gain back so much at a time. This is not a sleep and you get it all back sort of thing. It's you for every day of rest you get 1 back. And you can try to get more than that, but you may not. And you may lose some, actually, if you try and don't succeed.
Thank you guys for all of the card purchases and plays.
Thank you all so much. Also, hi to the Vanishing Lands, which is the main account for this game. So they're hanging out too. Let's go.
Maybe Jeff. Yay!
Yeah, that's probably Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
Jeff and Sarah Moore. They're the
Jeff and
best.
Sarah.
They're the reason why we're here. Okay.
They're wonderful. And I tonight will be rolling with my dad that were gifts from them for our Gen Con playtest. They gave each of us a set of dice, and I'm rolling with mine.
It was a good time. So here's the
Hey,
super
Navi.
disgusting trailer that I made to go along with this super gross layout. And just
It's
wait,
great.
the cast layout. It is next level. I can't believe
It's
I
a candy
successfully
version of
did
Bluey.
this.
It's great. I'm excited.
It's like Candyland and Bluey had a baby. All right, here
Grew
comes
up
the trailer.
everywhere.
We'll be right back. one. We're back.
Whoa! Now you can see it in its full glory with everybody's art and our big logo down the bottom. I kid you not, this might be one of my favorite logos I've ever made. I sat in a conference room at work and just kept drawing food as different letters and seeing what stuck. And it was my favorite. Also, I would like to just point out, which I didn't notice this until you said everybody's dressed as their animal but you. We did make a goat. There's a goat on my shirt. I will claim that I did that on purpose, even though I certainly did not.
Absolute
No,
bullshit.
This is what I wore to work today, but this is a
you
goat.
say that, then I'm gonna be like, oh well, my blue sweater matches
Great.
the beret and sash, so I definitely dressed
Fantastic.
for my character.
Great. I love that for you. I'll give you whatever you want. You think I'm gonna fight you on this fact, but I
You
absolutely
should,
won't.
because that's bullshit.
Nah.
Guys, fight in game. We'll do that.
Okay, so welcome everybody. This is our first official episode of Carbe Diem, which is a game of the Vanishing Lands. So if you were here last week, you saw our session 0. This entire world is made up not only by me, but our entire cast. In fact, they led everything, and I just came in to supplement. And so now we have made the beautiful world of Panchuria. So before we get started playing, we're going to go around to all of our cast, and because we made these characters last week, you can go ahead and like give me your character's name and maybe just do their like basic description if you would like to as you go around. And we're going to start with Amber because I believe that they are this way of me.
Sick. Okay. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. I'm Amber, also known as the Space Jamber. Anywhere there's internet, Twitter, TikTok, Tumblr, all of the above, and Twitch. I'm a TTRPG writer, editor, podcaster, and streamer, and I'm really excited to be here playing Cornelius Cobb, also known as Corn Cobb, my little possum friend. This is not him. This is actually my favorite Instagram possum, Mushroom, who passed away in October, and I'm very sad about it. May she rest in peace. But he is the proprietor, maybe that's not the right word. He like runs the farmers market in our little town, and he also does a lot with little seed bombs that actually explode, but also they plant seeds wherever they land. So he's just a little guy out here running the farmers market and being a possum, and I love him. Also, he's trans, but that's fine.
We love to see it.
Love
It's
it.
great. Who's below Amber? I forgot what order. Oh, Amber's not
Allie's
even where
above.
I thought they
No,
were.
Amber's
Yeah, sure.
down
Allie.
in the corner.
I'm doing great today.
It's a day today.
Yep, it's fine.
Go, Allie, go.
Yep, Allie's turn.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Allie Capone. I am going to be playing Whiskey, full name B Chamomile Whiskey, and I'm a little skunk boy. I bake bread. I'm just vermin. I've got my baseball cap and I got my catchphrase, and it's gonna be a fun time. Did you want me to talk about like me? Because I'm only talking about whiskey.
You do whatever makes your heart happy today is what I support. That's
Cool.
what we're doing. And so we'll go to Kylie.
Hi, I'm Kylie. I'm on the internet at Viking_mermaid. And today I am playing Willow, who is a little raccoon adventure crew member. She is out here earning as many merit badges as she absolutely can, and is gonna save the world one day, or so she thinks. But she's here, and you're not gonna forget that she's here. Let's put it that way.
Okay, Adam Kahn, let's talk about Big Red and Big Red.
Yeah.
and Bug.
Hey there, friends. Yeah. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. I get the esteemed pleasure of really digging deep and playing Big Red, who is a red panda, also the neighborhood ice cream scooper at the local parlor as well too. Incredibly friendly. He does look a little sleepy during the day because, as everybody knows, red pandas like to sleep most of the time during the day. So he may be a little bit sleepy, but that's also because he has a nightlife of mostly sleeping at night and partying, because then that brings us to Big Red, who's a superhero. Nobody knows Big Red's identity. Now, don't get Big Red confused with Big Red, because they are not one and the same. But they could be one and the same. But nobody knows. Does he know? He might not know either. Back to you, GM.
Thank you so much, Adam Khan. What a wonderful way to segue back to me. I'm Mallory, and I play everybody else. All of the crazy characters that they came up last week, along with a few of my own, are all played by me tonight. And with that, I would like to give this very special disclaimer. I don't do voices, ever. I don't practice them in front of anybody even. I don't do it. I talk to Henry in a voice. Henry's our dog, and that is it.
She doesn't even do them in the shower, which is where I have some of my best voice work.
I certainly do not. Because in my brain, people hearing it is awful. With that being said, I've decided tonight might be the night, and I didn't practice anything. Whatever flies out of my mouth is what happens. But if I don't like it, I reserve the right to say no and we revert.
I'm excited. My ears are bouncing up and down. Let's go.
Very special disclaimer.
Look, I'm here for it, because the last time you quote-unquote did a voice was when you just let your West Virginia out and we got the cooking book in Muppets.
Dixie is a very valid Southern accent. Apparently, it's not even a West Virginia accent. It's a Tennessee accent from what we were told.
It is a very Southern accent, which I
might still have that accent.
I live near Kentucky and Tennessee, so it's an accent I've heard all the time. But, like, it's so funny because once you let yourself slide into it, you kind of just, like, keep snowballing, and, like, you lose, like, some consonants and some diction when you do it, and it's so
Soon
good.
enough, it'll just be like a long gibberish sound of vowels, and you will no longer know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is Mayor President Alley Pop Southern?
Yes.
Who knows? We'll see when we get there. But with that, I suppose we should start. Yeah? Can you just do me a favor? If we do have anything in Streamlabs already, will you throw it in the doc just because I may adjust what we're doing?
Yeah, nothing's in there yet.
Okay. I was just making sure because I had also opened it, but I realized I was in the wrong thing for a minute. I was in the card descriptions box, and I was like, oh, I'm in the wrong place. All right. Hello. Let's go ahead and do this. So, like I said, if you missed last week, our players made the wonderful, wonderful world of Pantria. This is a land that came to be in the Vanishing Lands a very long time ago. In fact, all of you are much too young to remember the day that Pantria became a part of the Vanishing Lands. There is one resident of Pantria. He's an older billy goat who claims that he remembers when everything happened, but he claims a lot of things that most people don't really believe. So it's not a trusty, reliable source, really. But on this very day, we are going in on a day of celebration. Like I said, no one really remembers the day Pantria became a land here, so really Mayor President Ali Pop just sort of picked a day and was like, it's the anniversary of when we showed up here. And today happens to be that day in the new calendar year for you all. So the town is quite a buzz with people running around decorating. The large town square that you all have, where in the middle it is a giant statue of a s'more that can also be like lit on fire for celebrations and things like that. They're preparing it, everybody's wiping everything down, kind of setting up this rope. It kind of looks like it's made of licorice, all the way around in a square on the outside of it to keep, the children from going too close to it and things like that. Mayor President Ali Pop is like popping around to all these different shops, putting up flyers. He's very much a hands-on person. And so I would like to ask you all, and you all can go in whatever order you'd like, for the preparations for this new festival, what would you four be doing?
I think Willow is running around and running errands for people to try and get her helpfulness badge. So she's just running around to different people and immediately asking, do you have a job? And if they don't have anything, she'll wait for like a minute and then she goes on to the next person because, by golly, she is going to get that helpfulness merit badge before the festival opens. Because she wants to be able to enjoy it.
I think that this is certainly not the first time Willow has attempted to get her helpfulness badge. And I think every time you have attempted to get your helpfulness badge, something very similar has happened, where you go to adult after adult after adult, and they all just refuse to give you a task because while you do look at yourself as very helpful, they look at you as more of a fly that won't go. So you keep popping about. You do finally get to the local tailor's shop. So this little tailor shop, it's very small, but it is very nice. It's sort of a mint green color with like bits of brown in it. Looks very much inspired by mint chocolate chip. What it seems to be is that this used to be the ice cream parlor a long time ago, and then Big Red has really been the revival of ice cream around here. It was kind of a dying thing for a little bit, so they turned this ice cream parlor into a tailor shop. And this is Isabel. Sorry, I have your all's creation sheet up. I'm pulling names as we go. So this is Isabel. And she is the dressmaker in town. She is a goat. And she currently has on like a very nice lavender dress with like bows in her hair, like very ready for this big festival. When you come in, she does kind of motion. She's like in the middle of something very focused, is not looking up. It seems like she's sewing something very last minute, maybe for somebody, but without looking up, she just points to this stack of papers that are by her front door. If you look at them, they are all like those flyers that are basically for her shop, and at the bottom of them are those little tearaway things with her like phone number and things like that on it. And there's like a pile of tape and things beside of it, and she seems to be beckoning that that's what she would like help with.
Oh, okay, you want me to do the signs again? Okay, is there anywhere that you don't want the signs? Because I know last time you didn't like that I was trying to put them in bathrooms. You didn't like that. But I realized so many people have to use the bathroom every day, so many people would see it. But I can understand where you maybe don't like that.
Honey, yeah, that's fine. Maybe no, the bathroom, outside the bathroom, fine. Into the bathroom, no thank you. We've been over this, and no thank you. No thank you. No thank you.
It just has very high foot traffic. Just think of all the advertising you're missing out on.
They have to be on the outside of the bathroom, be on the inside of the bathroom. That's sort of how a bathroom works. They have to walk through a door.
Yes.
So if you hang it outside the door, that's still.
But some bathrooms get very busy and you have to wait in line, and then when you're waiting in line, you see a poster because you're like, oh, what's that? I have time to glance at this. You're missing out on a lot of advertising possibilities.
Thank you very much, Willow. I will tell your troop master that you helped me so you can have your patch.
Can you sign the page? I need you to sign.
Yes, honey. I will sign the page. Here you go.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Willow. And she just immediately ducks back down and is getting back to work. You have obviously come in here and bothered Isabel so much. But she's like the only adult in town that will put up with you, maybe besides Sam. And those are the two people that actually look at Willow as a human being or as a raccoon that can help them. Everyone else is just like, how fast can I shoo this child away? But you're doing great, and so now you can go hang up all the posters in town, and you can go get your badge.
So she's going to just like start plastering these everywhere, and just like half like singing some Adventure Crew song to herself while she's like bopping around and taping everything up. Do I see anyone?
I think you would immediately see Whiskey. I will say that much. Because I think Whiskey was supposed to like follow through and get their helpfulness badge with you, but got distracted. So when you walk out of the dressmaker's shop, you see this little skunk with like a notepad, and they're like kind of like glaring. They seem very fixated on something, and they're like, all the clues are right there. I mean, it's just gotta be. There's only one way that this all makes sense. If we follow the footprints and if we follow the masks, I think it's him. But then seeing Willow walk out is like, and like shoves the notes back into like their little knapsack. It's like, yeah, you found stuff that we need to do. We've got stuff to do.
Yeah, we gotta hang up these signs. But look, Isabel signed my paper,
Ooh.
so I get my badge today.
Nice! And I'm gonna go in for a high five.
She'll just like kind of quickly like just tap it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh man, this looks like prime bathroom reading material.
Right? That's
yeah,
what
I
I
got
tried
the
to
inside
tell
smells.
her. Yeah, she said don't put it inside. But I told her that she was missing out on so much.
Read it. It's like you need it for when you're like
Right.
getting down to business. You look up. What?
And
There's
it's
like a
just
little
right
speckle,
there.
Like,
I
exactly.
tried to tell her.
I'm not
She
bringing
wouldn't
my own
listen.
books into the stall.
So yeah, she said it's okay on the outside part of the door to the bathroom, but she didn't want any inside.
I'll take the picnic baskets,
Okay.
benches. I guess there's just sure, communal picnic baskets. We're going with that.
There's like a big area, right? Because the town square is fairly big, especially for being like more of a smaller land that has ended up here. But the town square itself is a decent size. The giant s'more statue stands in the middle, and all around it is just like patches of grass with little concrete paths put through them. The concrete, like, low key looks like crushed up cookies that have just sort of been sprinkled on the ground, but it works here. And all of this fake, lovely candy grass. On top of them are picnic tables that are all made out of graham cracker. And you see the different families are starting to sit at all of them. Some of them have like picnic baskets on top. Other ones, like families are putting out just like things for their kids to play with, like coloring sheets and things like that. And they're like the only adults that seem even mildly calm, while others like rush around trying to fix everything. And when you look up at the large clock that's featured in town square, it looks like everything is supposed to start within like the next 20 minutes.
Okay. Whiskey runs up and is just kind of shoving flyers like, hey, take the flyer. Do I see Big Red anywhere?
Great question, Big Red. Does Whiskey see you anywhere?
Well, absolutely. When you see like Whiskey and Will like throwing flyers up, and one of them goes up onto a window, and there's kind of like this new sign, new open for business, Scoop-de-Doop ice cream parlor. and you look inside, and you see this like tall, big red panda, and he's got like ice cream scoopers in his hand, and you just kind of seen him just like talk to customers and everything, and you see like there's actually like ice cream like stuck all in his hair and everything, and he's just shouting out orders. Oh yeah, Mrs. Johnson, did you still want your you wanted your graham cracker and caramel sorbet with the rose flowers on top of it? Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, Mr. Johnson, you want your chip mint shot cookie? Yeah, you know, it's the shake cookie. Yeah, that's the new thing we're doing, shot cookie. Yeah, it's gonna be delicious, I promise you. Oh, hey, Patty, yeah, make sure that you go over and you tell Isabel that when Willow talks to her that she can put those flyers up on the inside of the bathroom, okay? I think that'd be really good. Yeah, what does everybody else want? Oh, little Tanya, yeah, you want some of your Rocky Road? Oh, yeah, that chip is absolutely delicious. No, you gotta get off the counter. Hey, no, come on, Bug, off the counter, my dear. Come on, I'm working here. Yeah, oh, hey, Whiskey, how you doing, friend? I'm really busy in here, and I still gotta get, like, all the pies and everything together, you know, those ice cream cakes together for the celebration today. What can I do for you, friend?
And Whiskey just shoves the flyer up and just goes, there's local. Anyways, so what were you, it seems like you had a busy evening. You seem very tired.
Absolutely. I had to get all the ice cream cakes together and everything for our celebration today. The pantry of being here.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. You should. Well, I feel like I hurt my back last night as well too. Threw it out. Yeah, little bug. That's right. Yeah, show him how tired you are. Yep. You're tired too. Yeah, there you go, my little dear. Just sitting there, just bopping your head. Why are you asking for?
So, according to, and I'm gonna pull out the Scout's Guide to Ice Cream Cakes from my knapsack and set it on the table. According to my resources, I see that an ice cream cake does take 24 to 36 hours to properly set, which means that at the time of 10 p.m. in the town square, where the Lollipop Gumdrol Bandit Boy was busted with extra banditry, that would mean all ice cream cakes would have been completely prepared in advance by that time. Is that correct?
Oh, the ice cream cakes, yeah, but you got to think of all them decorations, and plus you got to put all the boxes together as well too. Well, and then you got to think of the lemon meringue as well. You know, that takes some time to set and everything as well too. Plus, on top, I was waiting for the cookies next door. Oh my goodness gracious! I'm just I'm really pooped right now. Why do you keep asking me all them questions there, Whiskey? Is there something you really want to ask me about? Oh wait, that's got. Oh, sorry, I got ice cream on my chin.
Whiskey kind of just kicks the floor and is like, no, it would just be, yeah, we always forget about the meringue, and like takes the book, shoves it back in. Goes,
I think Willow's gonna be coming in the door at that point to see where you went.
Oh, hey there, Willow, how are you doing?
Oh, hi, Big Red. Everything looks really nice. And thank you for telling me that I can hang the flyers in the bathroom. Isabel didn't like that. So...
Well, I just told Patty, your assistant. Yeah, Patty right there. Yeah, that's Willow. You know Willow. Make sure that you talk to her, all right? Make sure that you go back and you tell Isabel that it should be okay. Because, I mean, you really want to look up when you're in the bathroom and just see reading material, right?
That's the best thing to go with.
She absolutely.
So many advertisement opportunities.
Yeah, Tasha, no, that's right, my dear. I got your sunshine sorbet coming as well too. Yep, got that. Yeah, hey, Will, I have to go. We got about 30 minutes, and I still got to get all these customers out of here right now. I'm sorry.
Okay. And she's just gonna kind of grab Whiskey. I don't know. Whiskey's gonna.
Whiskey's like, yes, he's very busy panda. But like also
Red Panda, remember that, Red Panda. Thank you.
Gotta remember the red panda part. The red part. It's very important.
I realized a character we didn't make unless you made one. Do we have a Scoutmaster?
We don't, so why don't you tell me about your Scoutmaster?
So I was kind of thinking maybe Sam Witch is our Scoutmaster?
I love that so much. It is absolutely Sam Witch, yes.
I don't even know what...
Town Apothecary.
Did we decide what Sam
of...
Witch is?
I don't believe you all ever said. I'm looking for Sam Witch. No. All I have is that Sam Witch owns the Town Apothecary.
Okay. I don't know what sandwich is. I can't think of anything. I fried my brain today.
I can make something up if you would like.
I definitely see an ostrich for Sam Witch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
I like ostrich.
Does he have little, wire rim glasses?
Glass. Yeah.
Little glasses.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sam
God.
Witch's glasses
100%.
are about 3 times the size of his head. They are much too big. He wears a very tiny blue baseball cap. It's still maybe like a little too big, but it's very tiny. And he has yes, he has
Is he
flip-flops,
like
and then
cozy,
he also
just
has
like cozy cottagecore vibes? Like,
yes, like he has on like a very
cardigans.
large cardigan. Like it's a very large like navy cardigan, and over top of that he has his Scoutmaster vest. It's the same blue as what you and Whiskey wear, but it has like a dark blue badge on it that indicates that he's the Scout troop leader. And then he also has a variety of badges. Like you think Willow has a lot of badges. Sam's badges put Willow's to shame. His not only is the entire front of this vest covered, also the entire back of it. He needs a second vest to hold anything else.
Scoutmaster Witch holds
gosh.
the record for merit badges earned while being an adventure crew member.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
We don't
going
see,
to
but like
beat it.
in his closet.
In his closet, he has like row upon row upon row of vests and sashes, like from the time he started in Adventure Scouts, which was a good 40 years ago at this point, and has never stopped earning badges. And when there were no
Oh
more
my
badges to be earned, he just made up more and then earned those badges.
Oh, truly a lifetime achievement.
Yes. He is striving for it, and like essentially realized that one day the kids would run out of patches, and who was going to write more of them but him. And so he not only writes what you have to do to get all those patches, but he designs all those patches, and he asks Isabel to make them. So Isabel makes all of the adventure patches. And when kids earn something, they have to give their paper to Sam, and then Sam gives them a ticket, and they have to go pick up their badge from Isabel.
Is he like the Smitty Warbenman Jensen? Like, he is number
Yes.
one of our...
He is number one. 150%. So, where do we find Corncob in all this, then?
I think Corncob is actually probably darting in between, like, the apothecary and my stand at the farmer's market, Possum Blossoms, and where I sell fine flower goods, also like little like sachets of seeds for people. Like I maintain the little seed library for people to try out new seeds, and you know it's one of those like give a seed, take a seed, yeah, I'm just trying to get like all the floral arrangements ready for you know for the celebration, so that there's like the, you know, we can outfit the s'mores and like some of the most beautiful blooms that are only befitting this, you know, a celebration of this stature.
I love it. As you are putting together all of your flowers, on the way to go check on Willow and Whiskey, Sam stops by. And his latest patch, which you would be able to see on the very bottom row on the back of this current vest that he's wearing, is a gardening patch. So he very clearly has been working very hard to grow things, and has probably come to you a couple of times for your advice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So he considers you all buddies.
We're little plant buddies, you know. We're just you know, he's trying his best. He's the green thumb didn't really come as naturally to him as you would have anticipated, but you know, it's he's got wings instead of thumbs, so you can only anticipate that happening for so long.
Yeah, he's out here trying his best. So as Sam comes up to your stall, and you're like rushing back and forth. Hey Corncob, do you need any help? Do you need any help?
Oh my goodness, I actually, yeah, kinda. That would be really nice if you could lend a hand or wing. I'm sorry. It just I can only reach so far up, and so I can't really like, you know, adorn everything with all the flowers that I possibly want. But do you mind if I like stand on you for that extra little boost? Would that be too much?
Oh no, you're totally fine. Also, Willow and Whiskey are trying to get their helpfulness badges, and I know that they break things sometimes, and I apologize for that. But also, they can't hang up signs for Isabel forever because Willow and Whiskey keep trying to hang them up inside the bathrooms, and she keeps telling them no. So,
I mean, but that is the prime place where you're gonna get really great reading. That's how you. I mean, people are filled with rapt attention while they're pooping.
That is the fourth truth of the Vanishing Lands.
you all
That
got
is
the
the
big truth.
fourth truth of the Vanishing Lands.
Vanishing Land.
We
That
broke the game and made a
everybody
fourth.
rapt attention when they're in the bathroom, and
It's
that's how
the
you
best
relay all
place for
information.
reading material. Best
Every
advertisement.
I love to see it.
We don't have Reddit. We don't have phones.
No.
that
Yeah,
could
we don't have real
scroll.
technology.
That's how they spread all the news. Like, there is no newspaper. They hang up papers in the bathroom.
So you joke about this, but My college,
and it's a big butt.
yes, the student orgs knew what was up. Someone made a monthly, I don't even remember what the catchy name for it was, but it was a calendar that they put inside all of the stalls in the bathrooms. And they updated it each month with all of the like events going on campus, like student run events and stuff. I learned about so many things happening while I was at school because it was in the bathroom.
JMU had them too. We had them too. I read those
Here's the thing.
religiously.
My
You
work,
know.
my job in our in-house production facilities, nobody's checking their damn email. They have to put the memos on the inside of the bathroom stalls. I'm not kidding.
Where it's at, man.
That is where the it was just like, cornhole tournaments coming up. Sign up on Monday. Do it. Now you know.
In the spirit of sharing, I would just like to say we have bulletin boards right outside the bathroom that have all of our information on it. There is nothing in the physical bathroom.
Come on.
Can't read that though when you're pooping.
Yeah, clear. I mean, I can't.
Come on, Meta. Step up.
Where is my I'm on a mission. I have to beeline. I've got something that I need to do right now with intent. I'm not gonna stop and read a bulletin. Like,
Sam sort of ponders what you've said for a moment. I mean, I guess you're technically right. I think a lot of reading is done in the back. Maybe I can talk to Miss Isabel about her stance on all of that. But in the meantime, if you need help spreading flowers around,
Honestly, yeah, I think if Whiskey can get his little act together, and if Willow can get if Willow can rein him in a little bit, I think it would be really great if they could, climb up and reach all the places I can. Yeah. Do you want to send them my way?
absolutely. Let me just go get them, and you two see Sam striding toward you. And Sam is tall even for an ostrich. Like, quite a large ostrich. You probably not only have to look straight up, but, like, it'd be easier for you to see him if you stood on something to, like, even be able to look up at him. And so he strides over and kind of dusts himself
just
off.
running at him with her paper out in front of her because she got all of her signatures. And she's just kind of still got a hold of Whiskey behind her so that she doesn't lose Whiskey. And it's just yelling, Scoutmaster Witch! Scoutmaster Witch, I did it! I got all my signatures!
Oh, well, look at that, Willow. I am so proud of you. Do not go and get that badge tonight, though. Miss Isabel's a bit overwhelmed. But you can get it tomorrow. Okay? But you earned it. In your heart, you know you earned it, and that's what matters.
And she's just gonna nod, like she's like, I should be nodding now because somebody's saying something to me, but her hand is just out waiting for that ticket.
Very gently picks it up. No, go. Please go.
Oh, I was gonna say, Whiskey just like leans into Willow and whispers like,
That's why she doesn't want it in the stalls. She's looking for sustaining business, not bringing new business in.
Sam is very used to Whiskey's outbursts, but I think Sam gets more concerned each time Whiskey has an outburst. So he just sort of looks at you, and then at Willow, and then at the paper. And he gently takes the paper and folds it up and puts it in the inside of his vest. And it is very important that you all know that you earned it too, which is just so great. Yeah, Whiskey, maybe, just maybe, we cool it down just a tiny bit on whatever that was. Just the general category of whatever that was.
Marketing.
I think it was a business plan. And she's still just standing there, just waiting.
I mean, I took the paper.
I need my ticket.
He just sighs and closes his eyes and reaches into the other inside of his vest and hands you a ticket.
And she's just gonna clutch it.
There you go. Now remember, we're not bothering Miss Isabel until tomorrow. We're not worrying about any more marketing schemes slash plans slash businesses. You two have a new job though. You're gonna go help Corncob. He needs help distributing flowers for the day.
But I already got my helpfulness badge.
It's too bad you gotta do it again. Scouts are helpful all the time, not just when you're gonna earn something. Remember that. It's part
You're
of the
right.
motto.
You're
Honor
right.
code.
Ostrich,
Rule number
yes, ostrich.
23. Okay, and she's gonna like put it in her pocket, but like and like pat it to make sure that it won't fall out of the pocket.
And when one of you are done with that, go and check on Big Red, please. Again, you're helpful not just when you're gonna earn something. Do not ask for free ice cream. Just let him close up shop.
Yeah, I talked to him
I'll
earlier.
go
He
the-
was very busy.
Well, yes, but eventually they all have to leave.
Okay. So we have to help Mr. Corncob, and then we have to go find Big Red. Okay. And then I can go to the festival.
Yes, you all should be at the festival. Those two too, just try to bring them along. But at the top of the festival, Mayor President Alley Pop is going to be speaking up in front of the statue. I expect all of my adventure crew members to be in the front of the crowd.
Yes.
Town spirit.
Yes.
There you go.
And she's,
With that, Sam Ostrich tips his very tiny baseball cap and goes into the crowd.
I need art of Sam Ostrich immediately.
Yeah, that's on my
Promise
list
I
now.
will make some.
Yes.
with the biggest glasses and the tiniest hat.
In no way was I planning on drawing Sam Witch, but after tonight, we just
It's too
have
good.
to.
It's too good.
Have to now.
We have
And
to
like
do
when
it.
he works in his apothecary shop, he trades it out for his little witch hat.
Yes, he's got a little witch hat that he trades it out for. But everything else stays exactly the same, and he does take off the vest. He keeps the big comfy cardigan on.
He does a
He
Mr.
even adds
Rogers.
a
He
scarf.
takes off his scout vest to put his
Yes.
big comfy cardigan on.
Yes, he's very much a Mr. Rogers of it all.
Oh,
It's so
I love
cute.
him.
We
I
love
think
him.
that roles would be reversed now, and now Whiskey would be like pulling Willow towards Corncobs, so that we can finish the task and then go investigate. I mean, help Big Red a little bit more.
Fantastic. So
I think I was gonna say, as soon as Corncob sees like Whiskey and Willow like finish up with Sam Witch, he's going to like put away all of the breakable things from like the display just to make sure like okay we got all right, we got to make sure that okay, the clay pots are over here and oh my god, I can't afford to lose any more clay pots. Not made of clay pots. I'm a possum, not a potsum.
No, they would 100% get there, and like you'd kind of hear her trying to remind Whiskey, okay, remember, if anything is breakable, we have gentle hands and tiny steps, okay? I don't want
Tiny steps, full hearts, can't lose.
yeah, I don't want Scoutmaster Witch to take back my helpfulness badge because we broke all of Corncob's things.
No, we're not gonna break all of his things. We'll come on. What's the max casualties here? Like maybe like 2 pots. Choking on bread.
It's okay.
Hey, Cobb! We're here to help your shit stuff.
I'm sorry. Oh, good. Great. I'm glad you all are here. Thank you so much for coming and lending a hand. Would you mind actually just, he like disappears behind his little stand, and I think it's very much like, it looks like I'm sure you've played Skyrim, and you know the way that the stands have like the little underneath, like the storage underneath. Yeah, he pulls like garlands of like pre-made garlands of flowers like out from underneath that, and they're just like ropes of pretty hardy flowers, so stuff with vines and like baby's breath or whatever. And he's like, I just need these like placed delicately and intricately on flat surfaces, just on flat surfaces, just wherever they can, sit and look pretty and not be obtrusive.
When you
So,
say
like-
intricately, do you mean that you want it to resemble a shape? Because I can make your basic shapes, and I've tried to do animal shapes, but they're a lot harder.
No, I mean like this.
Oh,
And he, yeah, just like squiggles in the air with
okay.
his tail. Actually, he like, it's a prehensile tail, so he just like like that, like
Okay.
like a squiggle, yeah, like that.
Okay. I can do that. I can do that. I know that one.
Yeah. He's not smart,
That's okay.
so
He's out here doing his best. It's okay.
He's
yeah.
doing his best.
He understands. He likes to sound smart and use words like intricately without really knowing what that means.
It's okay.
Yeah. Is that something that you think you can help me with?
Yes. I do have to tell you though, I did already get my helpfulness badge today, but I am very happy to help because scouts are always helpful. Even
Yeah,
outside
where
of
there's a
badges.
real low, there's a wait. Okay, let's go.
Have fun. Yeah, he like gives you each like a bunch, like probably like 10 of each of these these garlands. And he's like, all right, yeah, just wherever there's like a flat surface or like what is it? Like a rail, tie it to a rail or something. That works too.
Okay.
Yeah, no one needs to hold on to rails. That's not a thing people do. But good luck, Godspeed. I know this is going to be a really difficult task for the both of you.
Got your back.
Excellent.
Um,
I mean, everything okay there?
Yep. You're busy. You're super busy over here. Don't worry. All good.
So Whiskey, while parting, is going to go.
And oh yeah, the main ceremonies, they're starting in like 10 minutes. See you there. Cobb, salad, I don't know. And Whiskey will now go out and go flat surface, and promptly just put them on ground.
And
On
then,
ground? Okay.
and like
yeah.
Willow's gonna let him, but like she's gonna make sure she's like behind Whiskey, so like she'll put one on a table and then she'll pick one up off the ground, and like she'll just keep making her way, and she just keeps scooping them up as they go.
Basically, Whiskey is making a direct path of flower garlands from Possum Blossoms all the way to Scoop-de-Doo Ice Cream Parlor. And will then, now waiting for Big Red to have like a lull in customers, just shove their face against the window and just watch and wait.
That's
And
great
that is what we're
marketing.
doing.
That's a fabulous marketing strategy. Get them out of the ice cream shop and
Get 'em
directly-
out.
Just get them out.
Directly.
Out of the ice cream shop, into the bathroom stall. Hey!
Oh, hey, Whiskey, that's a beautiful self-portrait there you're putting on my window. Look at you. Look at you looking all handsome. Yeah, look at that face. Look, everybody clap. Yeah, real artist over there. I heard that one is. Are you all done now? Yeah, thank you all so much for coming. Oh my goodness. Oh my, yeah, get out. Oh my gosh. And he just like slowly just following the last person out and just kind of sits down. He's like, oh my goodness gracious, Whiskey. That was a lot of work. Oh, I knew having a new business here was gonna be crazy. Oh my goodness, everybody just wanted ice cream like right now. I'm almost out of everything.
I don't know, it kind of looks like you handled that like a piece of cake, or should I say, a bite out of crime.
Oh, look at you being a little detective. You a piece of cake bite out of crime. You know what? I absolutely would if I had time. I would definitely join you in fighting that crime. I most certainly would. Yeah. But I got lots of cleaning to do. What you doing now? I saw that you were placing those. Very strategic, putting those things on flat surfaces all in the same spot. You know, maybe spreading them out a little bit more would have been a little better, but that's okay. They still look good.
I had parameters for my mission, which was flat surface, put the garlands on the surface, and I completed that mission, sir.
You know what? You did so good. Come on in here. What kind of scoop you want? I got some extra. What kind of scoop? What you want?
No time for scoops, Dr. Red.
Hey, there was always time. Sorry, I got really excited. All the sugar, I've been up all day. There was always time for a scoop. What sort of scoop you want? Come on.
Holy shit.
I guess we'll go with
My soul just left my body.
Double chocolate cherry chunk, please, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, double chocolate cherry chunk. Look at you. Here you go. Here, double chocolate cherry chunk. And just like start flipping it up.
It's a 2 for 1 because it's a sweet, but it's also nutritional value from the cherries, sir.
That's right. And look, and when you scoop it up and when you fling it high in the air, it actually puts a lot of like air inside of it. So it's really like a nice and airy when you sit there. And then when you do the double scoop, you want to make sure that these are nice and cold. So then you keep the oxygen inside of it, oxidation with it inside of it as well too. And then once you do a double flip, right there, and then there you go. There's a cone for you.
That's very impressive, sir. I will enjoy this cone to its full extent. That being said, sir, the opening ceremonies are beginning in approximately 5 minutes, sir.
Why are you calling me sir?
I'm intimidated by your prowess, sir.
Oh, no prowess here. Most is sleeping for me up in the treehouse. You know that one. I'm not scooping ice cream. Oh, wait. How much time did you say we got?
Remember me too. That was my first
5
job. Cold
5
was
minutes?
my first job.
Oh, my macaroons! And he just like takes off into the back. I got ice cream macaroons in the back.
Willow will probably have like stumbled in by that point after fixing all of the garlands, just a little out of breath, because she saw Whiskey just plastered to the window, and she was like, oh, because she is so worried that she's somehow going to lose her helpfulness badge, even though she would never lose it. But until it's actually in her hands, she's terrified she's going to lose it.
Whiskey, like the cartoon character that they are, is going to take another one of the ice cream cones up from the thing up from the counter, and I'm gonna just kind of like pop one of the scoops onto the other cone and offer it to Willow, because cartoon characters can do that.
Yes, they can. Physics doesn't apply.
And you just see around the corner. You don't even see him. Big Red just sitting there, and he's like, yeah, she knows. She's a smart one. She is. Good on her. Good on her.
Did you tell Big Red that it was almost time to go?
Yeah, he's getting his ice cream macaroons.
Oh, those are my favorite. I hope he has the strawberry ones again.
Look out, coming through the strawberry macaroons!
We gotta go meet everybody because we gotta stand in the front with the crew.
Wait, I have to ask you all, am I standing? Do you guys still like want me to be a part of like the crew and everything as well too? Just like stand there, or do you want me just back by the food? And
no.
I mean, I can do that as well.
Yeah, no, you should. I told you you should be assistant troop leader, but you said you were very busy with your ice cream shop.
Absolutely. I mean, when I could, maybe at nighttime, I could write up assignments and everything for everybody. That'd be loads of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. Oh, hey, you know what, Willow? Hey, you know what? You got something in the bottom of your mouth. Open wide, really quick. Yeah. You got something on your tongue. Here you go. Bloop! Plop one in her mouth and then a run off.
Oh, I love it so much.
Love it.
So as you all are now leaving the ice cream shop with Big Red running to wherever these macarons need to be taken, Corcop also kind of comes out from Possum Blossom because you have now all the time in the world. You hear all of the music starting, and they have set up a small stage in front of the s'more statue. It's decorated very nicely. It's got like licorice ribbons and just like different bits of candy just decorating the entire stage, and you see this very dapper owl He's very short, very very small in stature, a bit of like a tawny brown owl, and he has on a very nice like pinstripe navy blue suit with a red tie that's got like a cotton candy or not a candy cane pattern on it for his tie. He also has glasses, but they're like the very tiny ones that sit like right here on your nose that he always has to look down through. Yes, he looks very much like the owl from Animal Crossing. He looks like Blathers, but he's in a full suit.
But
There's very
can he
Blathers
have
energy.
one of those like flat brimmed straw hats?
He absolutely can. I love that for him. The ribbon on the straw hat matches his tie perfectly. You would think that quite possibly they came together as a set, or he just has a different straw hat for every tie that he owns, because you do see it match quite often.
I'm sure he goes to Isabel and she makes matching ties and bands for his hat.
Oh.
Does he also have a matching pocket square?
He absolutely does.
Oh.
And his socks match too, by the way. It's like a whole ensemble.
Also,
he's
every official, like every like town official, has like a matching corsage that was like donated from Possum Blossoms.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, Corncob's probably like off to the side of the stage, like helping affix all of the corsages onto people at this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the cabinet all have these lovely flowers that accompany either their suit or dress or whatever they kind of feel comfortable in. It is a festival after all. Mayor President Ali Pop was very certain to tell everybody, you should be comfortable when you come here. You just have never seen him in anything but a suit, so you assume that might be the only thing he's comfortable in. It's very possible. So as Corncob is helping, obviously all of the adventure crew comes to the front, Big Red included. Sam tips his hat to Big Red, and he takes something out of like another pocket inside of his vest and hands it to Willow, and just kind of does the little hand motion that implies that you should be passing it down.
Big Red salutes with his right ice cream scooper.
So you pass that down the line until it gets to Big Red. And Big Red, you are now holding a appropriately sized baseball cap for a red panda that is also blue and matches Whiskey's and has the little troop logo on the front of it. This is absolutely something that Sam has heard from Willow and Whiskey for weeks, that Big Red should be an assistant troop leader, and he knew you would eventually be worn down by these two, and so he got the hat made.
Diana, I need a hat. You got my hat over there on the couch.
I'm knitting one, but it'll be some time.
Big Red, that looks so good.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you standing line knitting, or is that just knitting?
Oh, I mean, it's gonna. What?
I'm saying is Corncob knitting currently up?
Oh no, it's just me. It's just me.
Oh, got you.
Great.
We love to see it.
Thanks, ADHD.
Hey, I get it.
I get it. I've been crocheting granny squares upstairs that I plan to affix into a blanket.
Yes. That's what's happening.
But she's gonna once Big
Ooh, I
Red
love
has
this scout cap, and it's got a bird on it. That looks absolutely fantastic. Look at that there.
Willow's gonna reach up and just kind of straighten it a little, and she's gonna go, "That looks fantastic."
Oh, thank you much. Oh, very dapper now, ain't I?
With that, the band starts to play. You
Allie, I
now
think you're
can
muted.
see.
Sorry.
What?
I think Allie was trying to talk. I think.
Oh, are you muted?
Sorry, I was just doing a
There you
sidebar of dapper indeed. Dapper indeed. Suspicious. It's fine.
Oh, Big Red finally got his promotion to Assistant Scoutmaster. That's so exciting.
Yeah, I told him, like, for 3 weeks now that he should do it, and he didn't. He never said yes, but now he has the hat, so I guess that means it's official. Because, like, when it was official for me, I got my sash and my hat, so.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll have to cut the hat up so that we can get the ears to come through, but tailoring happens next. Yeah.
So as you all are standing there, the band starts to play, and you now notice, like, on either side of the stage is, like, pretty much any resident of Pantria that can play an instrument. It has always been a big thing for there to be music here, but there is not a formal band or anything like that for a school, because they have a very basic school education thing where you kind of just learn about what you want to learn about. And so some of the kids pick music and they get to learn music, but then they just kind of make all the adults learn music too, because they say, well, it's a festival, you need music. So anybody that's not standing here in like this kind of smaller crowd that has gathered is in the band playing some uproarious amount of instruments that don't really go together, but is just kind of whatever the town has got. So as they play their music, you kind of see all of the members of the cabinet line up in front of the stage. And then Mayor President Alley Pop. It is so hard to say those four words together every time we're getting there. He starts to go up the stage, and they've set up a small microphone for him that meets his stature. Like, you see one of the cabinet members has to, from the bottom of the stage, grab it and shorten it more, because they thought they knew how short he was, but they were wrong and had to just shorten it even more for him to be able to reach to say anything. And so as the band finally starts to die down, kind of on cue of him approaching the microphone, and he kind of takes a minute and straightens out his jacket, straightens his tie, looks over the crowd. Hello everybody. It is so good to see all of the members of Pantria up here today. I am just so proud of this community that we have built. It is just such a delight to see that everybody loves their neighbors so much. And I even saw some of our adventure crew today working to help people around the town. I saw, yes, you helping Big Red, helping Corncob put up the
Holding
flowers.
up her ticket.
Willow, I do see your ticket for your badge. Thank you for not going to get it tonight so Miss Isabel could be here with us. But I am proud of you, and also Whiskey, good job not breaking the flower pot. I did watch.
She's gonna put it back up.
So as you all know, it is and he mumbles under his breath, year that we have been in Pantria. Every year he says a different number, and I think at this point he's just given up. So he just kind of year we have been in Pantria. And it is just such a delight to see how our family has grown. We have been in the shadow of Mount Supa for our whole lives. And when we first got here, we were few and far between. None of us were around for that. And you hear like a yell from the back of the crowd. You can't really make out what he says, but you turn around and there's that billy goat that's just sitting there.
It's just a bleat of disdain.
Exactly. Because no one believes him, but he insists he was here for that long. And so President Alley Pop kind of continues anyway and ignores what has just happened. And I think it is about time that we just surround ourselves with the things that we love most. So what we're going to do here is we're going to set a bonfire. Because what's something better than setting a bonfire, We're going to have some s'mores in the dedication of this lovely s'more statue that was built when we got here, I think. And we will go about our nights with our loving neighbors and just have some time to spend together. Nobody's working. All the businesses are shut down for the night. You just sit and you talk and you do whatever you would like. And as he's like talking more and more, you see a small chocolate brown bunny. He's kind of sitting off to the side by his lonesome. He has a banana duck next to him, which for those that don't know, it's literally a banana that's a duck. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And he's just kind of sitting on the ground. He's like I said, chocolate bunny. But he has like a very large emo style haircut that seems to be dark chocolate with one swirl of white chocolate right down the center. The patches on him literally look like fingerless gloves and combat boots. He does not have any of that on. It is just the way his coloring is. And he kind of always just looks like a little sad, but not completely. And so he sits on the ground with his banana duck beside of him. And he's kind of like bobbing along to what President Ali Pop is saying. And then you realize that the banana duck is actually like chirping out a little song, and he's actually bobbing along to his duck and not paying attention at all. So Mr. Ali Pop kind of gives like one last grand gesture. And so to all of the citizens of Pantria, please know that we love and appreciate every single one of y'all. And here's to another years in Pantria. As he gets down, you like see that they're setting up like a s'mores bar where you can go and get all your stuff. And as you kind of start to go through the line, you see some officials from the cabinet hurriedly taking down other signs.
Oh, really?
Really?
That sounds highly suspect, if I do say so myself. Almost like they're, hiding something.
I mean, it would seem that way. Would you like to try to do anything about it?
Yes. Extra stealthy. I'm gonna sneak up behind them and try to see what it is that they're taking down.
I'm gonna need a physical roll for that.
I'll use my watermelon candy. Jade.
Dice for this one.
Okay, and that's going to be a D20.
Yeah, so what you're doing is in your physical attribute box is whatever you rolled last week during our session 0.
Mm-hmm.
You want to roll a d20, and your goal is that number or below. Now, if you have an asset that you think would be helpful here, you can certainly add it.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm going to take out my baking mint knuckles. Right?
Okay.
I'm going to put them on my tippy toes to muffle the sound of me sneaking up on these fools.
I absolutely love that. So are you just going to take this as a +1, which you can do for any asset at any time, and it does not, spend any of your asset die if you just want to take the +1? Or you can choose one of your asset die to take, and you can roll that first to kind of see where your new line to hit is.
I'll do just the +1 for this one.
Okay, cool. So then what's your physical score naturally?
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I moved these back and forth like 45
That's
times.
fine.
I've got a 12 and a 16, and they've flipped back and forth between mental and physical up until this point, and I currently have physical as 12.
Okay.
My question is, for the benefit of all those folks out in chat, what exactly is the difference between what we would use physical for versus mental, for those who missed last week, and then social coming in with charisma? That's a whole different thing.
If you want to explain to me why this would be mental instead of physical, I will fully let you do that. Basically, however you want to approach the situation is what skill you are going to use. So anything physical is going to be running, jumping, lifting, climbing, all of the above. Mental is anything that has to do with like puzzles, magic, strategy, anything like that. Social is going to be anything that involves talking to people or talking yourself out of situations.
Keeping everything where it is, so my goal number is a 13.
Okay.
I rolled a 14. That's a 14
Okay,
on the
so
die.
I will remind you here, you have a spirit pool. So in the Vanishing Lands, the spirit pool on your character sheet is one of the most important things that you could possibly have, and that is because spirit can be used for just about anything that you need. So because you missed your roll by 1, you can choose to use a spirit point to back that up to a 13.
Let's do that and bring it to
Back it up.
13, bringing my
Back,
spirit
back.
point down by 1. And spirit point is 3 times your mental score, correct?
Spirit is all of your scores added together.
Cool, then I do not have to move it.
Okay,
So,
cool.
It just happened to also be 3 times 12.
just so you know, thanks to Star Drew, you have a spirit boost card that was played. So whenever you want to use that, that'll give you 2 points of spirit back.
Fantastic.
Okay,
For those of us at home who want to play along and want to build our own characters, right? How does one accurately put together their attributes?
Yes, absolutely. So for your 3 attributes in this game, you get physical, mental, and social. You, for each box, are going to roll 4d6 and drop the lowest. You take those 3 numbers and you can assign them wherever you would like. So if you roll in the order of 14, a 17, and a 9, and you go, okay, I don't think my character is very smart exactly. I don't think mental's really their thing. Put the 9 in mental. Changing up those scores really gives you unique roleplay opportunities. Your health is whatever your physical score is, and then your spirit is all 3 of those numbers added together and put in your spirit pool. And those are your 5 of your 6 boxes that are at the top of that character sheet. And the last one is hero points. For this campaign, each of our characters start with 1. And you can earn more by doing cool stuff, things that I think are just fun, for completing story goals. For the purpose of our campaign, because it is pretty short, they're also going to get 1 at the end of every session. So just stuff like that, and you can also gift them through Streamloop cards.
Yep, we have a hero point card for Willow and a hero point card for Corn Cob.
Yay! All right, thank you for explaining that, and I definitely did not have to redo all of my stats just now.
You're totally fine.
It's fine.
That's okay.
We're
learning.
vibing.
Okay, I don't know what that animation was that played before this card, but that was the best.
What just happened?
Oh, you mean this animation?
Yes.
Look at that cat.
It's so cute.
That right there, my friends, is the Hellcat animation that you can get through Streamloots. You can customize your reactions and your Streamloots card animations by just being a cool kid and clicking the buttons.
See, we love to see it. You can earn even more cool stuff that you can use on every stream if you just want to come hang out in ours and play Streamloots. So you've got this down to a 13. Yes, you were using 1 spirit point. Did you need that? Fantastic. So you, in your very whiskey ways, your guide master just kind of watches as you kind of crawl around very ninja-like on the ground. And as the cabinet member is sort of walking away with these posters, please explain to me how you see them. What maneuver has Whiskey done?
We're going full cartoon character. I think that I have completely snuck up behind one of them like a little backpack and just kind of move my head into the premium spot to take a gander at this thing that they took down.
So what you do see, somehow they have not realized that you were on their back yet. Also in cartoons, logic.
Man.
But as they are walking away with all of these, you can see that these are missing persons posters for Justin Twizzler Lake.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm not a fan. I'm really cool. I'm chill about this sort of thing. I don't listen to pop music. What are you talking about? We have to save Justin.
Yeah, it has his photo on it. You all would know Justin, obviously. He is just one of the most popular people in town. But for those that may not be familiar, Justin Twizzler Lake is a giraffe.
Yeah.
He has wonderful licorice blonde hair. That's a variety of different colors, rainbow, if you will. If you need a comparison, maybe those Twizzlers that pull apart that are rainbow, that's just all of his hair. He in the photo that is on this poster, he is in like a very nice leather jacket, smiling at the camera. You happen to know that in his spare time, Justin Twizzler like was a very big fan of gardening and was actually in charge of taking care of the Garden of Olives. But you haven't heard from him in a bit, and it seems that possibly others haven't either, because these missing posters were up until they started to set up for the festival, and it seems like these were maybe the last to be taken down.
All
Okay,
of us
well,
see this?
obviously, yeah.
Or just
Whiskey can definitely see it. You all notice the posters come down.
Mm-hmm. But okay.
If you would
Whiskey
like
is
to
gonna-
try and see any of them, that is more than fine with me. The cabinet members were very much trying to block it with their bodies, I would say, as they were taking it down.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
Whiskey is gonna scurry back up to everybody and do a full like, just gonna like, point.
High five, there you
towards the
go.
cabinet.
No, I'm in close, but look, over there, they're taking down flyers. They are missing persons flyers for,
And I'm gonna kind of get in a little closer and drop my voice down a little lower.
Justin Twizzler Lake.
Do you have one of the
Apparently,
posters with you?
No. I would have blown my cover if I tried to swipe one.
It was already in their hands, ignoring the fact that I was on their back.
So you're saying that his missing photos and everything, they're taking them down?
Yeah,
Ooh.
maybe he's been found, but I haven't heard anything, and I was pretty sure that if Justin came back, we'd be having a reunion tour going on, right?
Well, absolutely we would be, and you would be one of the first ones I know would find out that information.
You are such a huge pop fan. It's really
Look.
clear how much of a pop fan you are.
Well,
Look.
I actually call it soda.
That's the joke of the night. Everybody go home.
And that was our season. Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Whiskey, you okay? You feeling like you're doubled over? Are you okay?
Look, I'm fine. I'm fine. I look, my musical tastes are very robust, and they're like a hearty marinara. Never know what you're gonna get. And look, so maybe Justin Twizzler Lake is a very talented individual. He's got a lot of range,
Absolutely.
okay? He's got range. But the most important thing is he's not gonna have range if we can't find him.
Willow is just gonna be like furiously flipping through her handbook, and you can see in the back they've actually she's adjusted hers like craft wise so that she can keep adding in the pages with the new badge idea, like the new badges that he comes up with, so she could just constantly add them all in there. And she's just like furiously flipping through all of the badge pages, and like she's made big check marks on the ones that she's gotten, but she finally gets to one that has a big star on it, and it's the rescuer badge.
Oh.
She's gonna be like, this one. Only like 10 scouts have ever earned this badge before.
Oh God.
If we
Where'd you get?
find Justin Twizzler Lake, then I can get that badge. Scoutmaster Witch doesn't even have this badge.
Oh.
He doesn't. That's actually well.
So
Yeah.
if I get it, then I have one that Scoutmaster Witch doesn't even have.
And,
Competition
You know,
going
what would
here.
really what would really give us an edge over here would be if we maybe made friends with a super cool like vigilante or something. Maybe we could have
Oh, you got to be careful about
Inside intel.
vigilantes. They can be like super dangerous a lot of the times, and you always hear that they like working alone.
As you say, we just need to make friends with a vigilante. Fudge, the chocolate bunny, just kind of comes up and sticks his head and goes, "Hey, what's up?"
Nothing. Whiskey is
Here,
going
Fudge.
to throw themselves over Willow's like scout book.
This is about those missing persons posters. Are you trying to like be all cool and sly about it? Could you do that like weird detective thing that you do? Is that what's happening?
Hold on.
Ooh,
Wait.
Nope.
Why do we
We'll
need
get-
to why do we need to befriend a vigilante? Like, why does someone's like, if someone's had fun in bed or not, matter?
I'm with Corncob.
Is that not what a vigilante is?
Like a masked hero.
Like a superhero who doesn't have superpowers.
Okay, but like,
Ooh.
what's so bad about a vigilante if like you're looking for a missing person? Isn't like a hero kind of what you need right now?
Ooh,
What?
ooh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
what I'm
she's saying
saying.
befriend him. Oh, gotcha.
I wait.
I guess
So,
that
oh,
could
a
be-
vigilante is it's somebody that can save people. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry.
It's okay. I learn new words all the time. Most of the time, I'm just saying things wrong because I read them in a book and I don't hear them out loud. So I mispronounce words
Oh, no.
all the time.
So Fudge, do you know anything about why they're tearing down those flyers?
I mean, kinda like, I don't know why everybody thinks they're super sneaky about it because they just like dump them in the dumpster beside town hall and like,
Oh, but do they at least put it in the recycling bin though?
I
hope so.
mean, sometimes it depends on like how lazy the person is. But like we go in the dumpster because Gerald really likes stuff out of the dumpster. And he like kind of just points down at the banana duck and the banana duck looks up at all of you. Doesn't do anything, just kind of stares. But yeah, Gerald's like he likes like the old paper and stuff they put in there, and he just like kind of crumples it up and makes like a weird little nest thing. I don't really question his motivations. But yeah, we go in there to get the stuff, and then they were all missing persons posters, and I told Gerald he wasn't allowed to make a nest out of missing persons posters because like that's too depressing even for me. So
Yeah.
Why
Uh,
does your duck make nests out of trash?
couldn't really tell you honestly. I think he like grew up around like I don't know. I found him in the Olive Garden of Olives, whatever.
Yeah.
When he was like
Ooh.
this big. And I just kind of
Oh,
picked him
wow.
up 'cause he didn't seem to have a family, so I think it's a thing that he picked up from growing up outside.
Wait,
That's a
really
little bit ironic, considering that when you were there, you are family.
I mean, I have been told that the Garden of Olives brings time of peace and like gathering, so maybe that's why I found him there. I guess that would make a lot of sense to
Oh,
me.
yeah, absolutely.
You were
Since Justin's been gone, who's been taking care of the Garden of Olives?
Oh no, buddy, it's super overgrown.
Oh no, that's not good. You're
It's
really
not great.
Well, it's not good.
Seems pretty peaceful still. I mean, like I would help take care of it. I just don't think I would do a very good job, to be really honest. All plants hate me.
Well, I mean, you're very sweet, but you can't be dangerous to some, obviously.
Yeah, it's just I'm just not their thing. They're not my thing. I like animals and like little creatures. Those are cool. Plants aren't, not so much, but they're your thing, Corncob. So like if you want to, like I will help if you ever want to go out there.
You know, it's actually. I wonder if there are any clues out there.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, I mean, like if Justin was the one maintaining, you know, the garden, what if he had like notes or something about what, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll go check it out. I don't really have anything better to do. I ate 3 s'mores before they even set out the tables, because like they don't hide things super well. Like I don't know if the
Ooh.
government knows that they don't hide things really well, but like they're not good at it.
I mean, what if it's a big, grand, like, conspiracy?
Ooh. Ooh. Be a conspiracy. I
mean, please go where you're gonna go with this. I don't know how to finish that joke. Please. I can't live up
Big
to that.
Red.
No, I agree. You never know what can definitely be out there. I mean, you're talking about clues and a big conspiracy, something like that with Justin, Twizzler Lake, something like that. I mean, maybe there is something going on. I mean, we've always known that there's been kind of strange things around in the Garden of Olives and such as well too. And then when people go disappearing, we all knew that the protector of the Garden of Olives going disappearing in the Peppermint Forest and everything was probably going to be a bad idea. Nobody tried to stop him going in there. Now did they? No,
they didn't.
Okay.
And now they're tearing down all of his posters and everything. Maybe they did find him, but maybe they're trying to get us to forget about him.
How long has he been missing? How long has he been missing? Actually, you might have said it, and I might have ADHD.
No, I did not say it.
Okay.
The last time any of you can recall seeing Justin Twizzler Lake was probably like 3 weeks ago or so.
Oh. Okay.
Like it's been a minute.
Okay. All right.
Well, I definitely wasn't ready to say bye to Justin, so
Allie, sorry. Kelly Cakes at us with
You're fun. I can't keep a straight face at all in a game with Allie, and I'll just never try, to be quite fair.
I don't know if you've been paying attention to the chat, but we've had some gold. The first one is from Jet saying, befriending a vigilante has serious looking up money laundering in the dictionary energy. And then Allie came in with the Kelly Cakeson has been tending to the garden since Redacted Justin been gone.
Oh, I have such talented and wonderful friends, and I remind myself of that every day.
Fucking gold.
look, here's the thing. Whiskey is going to cross to Willow and say, if anybody is gonna bring that pop star back to where he belongs, it's gonna be us.
Yeah, that's some good energy to have there, Whiskey. Yeah, look at confidence. Confidence is what you need. Absolutely.
It's tearing up my heart that someone can just go missing like that, and nobody does anything about it.
I know.
Sorry. It's really true. God really spent a little more time on Justin Twizzler Lake.
Yeah, absolutely did. Absolutely did. Yeah.
They really did him dirty, Pop.
I mean, they said don't. They looked at him and said, "Don't want you back because you're no good." That was just really sad. It was really sad.
But you're just sort of nodding along at all of this,
Okay, yes,
back and forth.
It's very sad. Cry me a river, but I need this badge. So, like, if you're serious about finding him, that's great. But like, we gotta start now, and we also have to make sure that somebody signs the form saying that they know what we're doing, and then they have to sign it when we get back, saying that we did indeed rescue someone. Oh wait!
Listen, Senorita.
You can sign it now.
Oh, I absolutely could. But you said right now. I can't right now. Unfortunately, I have to go close up shop and everything. What if all of you go and you start looking for clues? Let me know where to find you, and then I can come and meet you a little bit later.
I'll help. You're gonna close up shop faster when it's two of us, and if you're gonna sign off on paperwork as an assistant troop leader, it only makes sense that you're there before we enter the force. So I'll help you close up shop.
Oh well, I appreciate you saying that you want to help me, but you do know that 8 sets of eyes are better than only 6. So if it's just the 3 of them going, and you got another set of eyes going with you as well too. I mean, that's gonna be and bravery. We always say about bravery as well. And if anybody's
just about the eyes.
Well, what about your eyes? I missed that one. I was smiling.
Oh, if it's just about the count of eyes,
and I'm going to very gently reach out for Bug. And slowly move him into the arms of Willow. And then just
Bug,
say,
Bug, you want to go with him? Okay.
In the arms of Willow, far away from here.
Bug, you want to go with him? Oh yeah, that girl. Yeah, why don't you go?
There we
why
go.
don't you go with him? Yeah, and I can take Whiskey. I do appreciate that. Well, all right. Well, you got Bug's eyes with you as well too. So I think Willow can go and definitely help me close up shop now. You can.
She's just gonna kind of like try and football hold Bug while she's still reading in her book, because she's like starting to look at all the maps and things.
No,
she's
actually,
made.
Bug likes to sit up on your shoulder, like the shell in the armpit thing. She feels like really weird, like that and everything. Yeah,
She's
there
just
you go,
gonna, like,
there you go.
sit her up there.
Yeah,
But I feel like Bug is a little big on Willow.
Bug is very big. Bug's
Yeah.
one of them big old capitillars.
It's like when you see the kids like with the giant parrots on their arm, where it's like they're having a hard time keeping their arm up. Only she's like trying to balance Bug out so she doesn't fall off while she still reads her book.
Okay, yeah, Bug, you be a good girl, all right, and you help him out, and I'll see you in a bit, okay, and just reaches out and just scritches her little, what would be smush chin. If they even have chin. Corn Cob, what are you singing over there? That's you like really getting into the moment there, aren't you?
It's really tearing up my heart without Justin.
All right. Okay, all right, Whiskey, you ready? Why don't, we'll go close up shop, and then we'll meet you all there soon, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Close up shop.
Before, as like the two of them are walking away, Fudge hangs back for a second. By the way, just so you like know, I think that Allie, may have like something up in his office that's a little weird. You wouldn't even know how much people don't pay attention to a chocolate bunny. I can kind of just like walk where I want. It's really helpful. And also I made Gerald go in and check just in case. But he like doesn't pay attention to where he's talking to people. I think Allie has this idea that like if he's talking to somebody one-on-one, no one else can hear him, even in public. But they were talking about some sort of book. I don't know if it's important, but somebody called it a cookbook. Maybe you can get a recipe or something for Big Red, but like I don't know. Just go look at it. I don't really trust him. I don't trust a lot of people, but I definitely don't trust an owl that like can turn his head 360. So that's a lot for me.
Yeah, that's really sus.
Okay,
That's
so
extremely sus.
Thank you.
breaking and entering is highly frowned upon. Even when you don't realize you're doing it,
I mean, like,
heard-
I'm not on Adventure Cruise. Like, if I need to be the one to do the breaking and entering, I'm not that sad about it. Honestly, it'd probably make me really happy. But should probably be somebody that's not me. Gerald can keep watch for you, though. I mean, there's a garden to explore. There's a book to go get if you want to get it. I'm not really... Like, I miss the dude, don't get me wrong, but you all seem to be much more invested than I am. You're making a lot of references that I don't really understand, but, like, I'm gonna chill here anyway, you know?
Listen, this I promise
Hold
you.
on, I'm trying.
We will
I'm
get that
trying-
book.
I'm trying to defend my millennial standpoint.
I do know all these references, by the way. I'm just gonna let you know
Look,
that.
I have a plethora
I'm
of
just
them,
not
but
good.
I don't know how to fit them in. Because, like, for some reason, cowboy just keeps... Space cowboy keeps popping up in my head, but I don't know. I haven't figured it out. I have a whole list.
Digital, get down.
down.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Just you and me. I do have
I'll
the
pull
first
out their
Instinct album
Christmas-
on.
I will pull out their Christmas songs because they're Christmas album.
Oh,
Ironically,
bangers.
I was much more of a Backstreet Boys fan.
See, I was an NSYNC girl.
I had that dating game with NSYNC. I don't know if anybody else owned that, but it was a computer game.
What?
No, like I vividly remember playing this with my sister. It was like obviously like on a disc, and as soon as you loaded it, it was like the thing where there were marionette dolls or whatever.
Yes.
Like they came up on the
Oh my God.
screen, and it was like a dating thing or something. It was a lot.
I
It
just
came
found
with
an
like a fake
angel fire
phone.
site.
Yeah,
I
I
found
just found.
an angel fire site called Tammy's NSYNC dating game.
I know
It's
that I told you all this game is
Anderson.
called Carbe Diem. It is actually called the InSync dating simulator with Justin Twizzler Lake.
Yes.
That's the game they all actually signed up for. They didn't know it until this moment. I suckered everybody into playing it with me.
Oh, damn. Mm.
Lance
Was
Bass
Was it the Get the
is
Show
Lance
video
Bass,
game?
but he is a thing.
Good times.
NSYNC hotline phone and fantasy CD-ROM?
That is
Was
exactly
that
what it
it?
was. Thank you. That is the game. That is it.
Yes, yes, yes.
I love that today has opened so many of my memories to my childhood. Okay, so yes, Fudge is standing there with Gerald, and he's kind of like looking back and forth, and he's like, "So do I go to close shop with you guys, or do I go to a garden? I'll go wherever people want me to go, because I like all of you, which is like actually like maybe don't spread that around because I don't like most people in this town. And I don't want them to think that I suddenly have feelings for people. But if you could, somebody just pick away, or like I can go with somebody and Gerald can go with somebody because like he's very secure in himself
Yeah.
and can like he can go
No,
do
I-
things.
He's
Is what I'm
very
saying.
secure in himself.
I totally understand. You have a full
leave it right
imagination to
there.
maintain.
Yeah.
You have a whole imagination to maintain, so you don't want that imagination to break.
Yeah, the only person that I can fully love in public is Gerald. Everybody else I have to keep like arm's distance away, you know.
Willow's
Well-
gonna be like super into her book and only half listening because once she realized breaking and entering was involved, then she couldn't do it. So she's going to she's just gonna kind of like poke her head up for a minute and be like, okay, I'm gonna get all the maps that I know, and I will meet all of you guys at the I guess we are at the s'mores thing. What's another landmark? I don't remember.
So you all have the S'mores Tower. You also have the Cotton Candy Tree Forest, Mount Supa, the Garden of Olives, and you also have the abandoned, or it's not abandoned anymore, but was once abandoned, Peppermint Lighthouse that is by the Hot Fudge Sea, which is where Gordon Ramsay's restaurant is.
Okay.
Or if there's another place you want, make it up. It's a food world. I'm not going to tell you no to some place you tell me exists.
We'll meet you all at my creative juices are gone. They're all gone.
What type of building would you like it to
I
be?
was
And
just
I will
like
make up the
thinking of just like a little landmark that they could all meet back up at. So like if Corncob and
The town Petite Four?
Huh? I didn't hear what you said, truly. This is not a...
Pastry joke. I said the town Petite Four.
Thank you so much for that.
yeah,
That did make me very happy.
we'll do that because that way
Sure.
if Corncob and Fudge want to go still the cook and book, yeah, I'm always gonna call it the cook and book.
As you should. Iconic, truly. We're gonna need a cook and book t-shirt. Just iconic.
And then Willow's gonna run home and grab her like scouting pack, like her backpack that has all of her stuff in it, because she didn't bring that with her because she didn't think she was a bad scout today. She was not prepared, so she's gonna go grab her extra stuff, so that way she can be prepared.
Okay, so you all tell me what the plan is. Who is going where, and who is taking Fudge and or Gerald with them?
I already have a bug.
Fair enough.
We're heading. I gotta head back to Scoop-de Doops because I gotta close up shop. I do.
I want to go.
And I got whiskey coming with me.
Then I'll be going to the garden and learning more about how, how the garden could possibly disappear a member of its family.
Okay,
Sounds
we
great,
can all,
too.
we can all meet at the we'll meet the garden.
That'll work.
Okie dokie. Whiskey ready?
Oh no! Yeah, sorry, I got distracted making Lazy Town references in chat.
Lazy Town.
Oh,
This is such a day. What is happening?
Rip, oh god, what's his name?
Oh my god.
Bless his
Rotten,
heart.
Robbie Rotten.
Robbie
Yeah,
Rotten.
Robbie Rotten. Bless his heart. I loved him. There was something else today that happened. Oh, it was Diana was playing RuneScape and I heard the music and I was like, oh my god.
Yep.
It's
Shoot.
been a day.
Diana was in this spot playing RuneScape before I could set up, so we shared the space today.
Yeah, the music from RuneScape's loading screen came on, and every memory of me at my computer as a kid flooded back
Oh,
to
man.
me very violently.
Yep.
Okay, so this is how we will do this then, because you all are splitting a party. We will start with Red and Whiskey, since they are not going to the garden. Then we will come back and resolve you all, since they'll be meeting you there anyway.
Okay.
Who wants Fudge?
I always want fudge, but
Great. Then Fudge is headed
oh.
with you all. That's
Okay.
fine. Fudge is just here along for the ride at this point. At least for a little bit, because he thinks you all are the most interesting thing currently happening in this town. He eventually aspires to move away to one of the other places in the Vanishing Lands that he thinks will be much more entertaining than this one. But for now, he's gonna stick with you. So you,
I'm getting big Sebastian energy.
yes, that's the energy you should be getting. I'm glad I'm playing Fudge the right way. So Big Red and Whiskey are headed back to Scoop-de-Doo. So you, as you're like approaching the shop, tell me what your shop looks like also, because obviously the old one was converted into the tailor shop. So you had to, well, it was probably an older building that you took and made into another ice cream parlor. So describe that to me.
So it definitely looks like one of those. I want to go like hardcore into this ice cream thing. So it looks like a '50s ice cream scoop diner, and everything. We got the soda the soda pop machines up on the wall. We got them little red seats that everybody can sit on, and then like the front of the building, you can actually see like the cutout and everything. Big Red is actually trying to make it look like a giant sundae on the outside as well too, because it's loads of fun. And then also like those old you could like the Baskin Robbins place, back in not in the Vanishing Lands, but on that one planet Earth that people always talk about and everything. You can go up and like you can pick what you want like through the windows and everything, and lots of combinations and such, and it's very bright colors inside there. Nice tiled floor as well too. Yeah, so very just very, very nice. Wanted to get some history up inside here.
We love to see it. So as you all go to step back in, I assume did you lock the door when you all left to go to the festival?
What can I that'd probably be a mental roll to see if I remember to do that.
I think
'cause
so.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
would
be a
love to
mental
call
roll.
it that.
Yeah, a mental roll. Absolutely, that is a 5 on the die, and my mental is higher than that, which is good. So.
How much higher than that? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, let me see here. What did I
Is it
say? I
a
rolled a
5
5. 5. My mental is 5 above that.
Beautiful. So I would call that a pretty great success. So as you come back, not only did you lock the main bolt, but you also have like 3 backup locks that have all been locked. The whole place was very secure, locked down. No one could ever enter Scoop-de-Doo unless they were with you. So you all walk back in, turn all the lights back on, and you're getting ready to do all that you need for closing up shop. And you see on the counter, whether you see it first or Whiskey, I will leave up to you two. But you see a paper has been left, and it is one of the Justin Twizzler like missing persons posters, but certain things on it are circled.
Gotcha. I probably wouldn't quite notice it because I just know, everything on the back counter and everything is just in just such disarray. I got to go back and just start at least cleaning some dishes and such. Got my scoopers out, just start, spinning them and everything, getting the ice cream off, and be, Whiskey, you want another scoop, while we're cleaning up and everything too, or you want to wait until we leave?
Oh, if we wait until we leave, can we bring one to Willow too?
Well, you know what? That's a great idea. We'll take some for everybody. Everything's on the house with all of us. Yeah, one for Willow, one for Corn Cob. I know Corn Cob. Corn Cob might like my spinach dip scoop. It's something vegetarian. It could be absolutely delicious. And Fudge. I figured it'd be really funny. We'll get him a fudge slice. Huh? Isn't that funny? That's a good one, isn't it? I just crack myself up sometimes. And it just goes and he's in the back and just starts washing pitchers and more scoops and plates and bowls and yeah.
How can I help to make sure that we get this closed up as quickly as possible?
If you want to start like wiping the tables down out there and then sweeping the floor as well, and then we'll take care of the trash when we're done. But I'll take care of out here. You look at the floor and stuff. And sometimes, if people lose anything, just bring it up, put it on the counter. I got my own little lost and found and such. I always try to make sure everybody gets their stuff back.
Okay.
I'm investigating while I do this.
So what all would you like to be investigating? I'll give you the whole shot because I know what you're really here for. So if you don't just I'm sure at some point you will have noticed the poster itself, but is there anything else you would also like to look for in here? Just so we can get all of your vigilante hunting out of the way in one roll.
Look, Whiskey is really looking for any leads that will align Big Red as Big Red.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna call this. For the moment, at least, we're leaving the poster out of it because I'm interested in what could happen outside of it. I would like contested mental rolls. Is this anywhere in the book? Nope. But there is a thing in the book that says that the GM can break the rules if it seems cool, and I am implementing that right now. So I'm gonna take, opposed mental rolls from either of you. Whiskey's is to see if they can find anything. Big Red's is to see how well he would hide anything.
Oh, absolutely. Sure.
So interesting in what could happen.
Right.
Ooh, okay.
So are we going with who's higher, who's lower, who's
we're gonna go with the biggest margin of success.
Oh, okay. Well, my margin of success is a 1. I rolled a 9.
Okay.
And I rolled a 13 out of 19, so I've got that 3.
You have a 19 for mental? Oh, holy crap.
No, sorry, 16. I can't do this. I can't.
Something's wrong in the math that just happened.
I was gonna say 3 dice, it would be a total of 18. Where are you getting that +1 at? I want that.
No, I rolled a 13. I have a 16 for mental, and I can't talk as a human.
Would either of you like to add any assets or use spirit in any way?
Oh, I'm turning my business cap backwards.
Are you gonna tax it, or are you just gonna use the +1?
Yeah. Just so you can either... Yeah, okay, so take the +1. So now you're at a margin of 7. Or no, sorry, 4. I got your first number in my head, and I was like, that's definitely it. So you're at a margin of 4. Is there anything that Big Red would like to do?
Yeah, you know what? I'll actually spend 8 points to take me down to a 1 of spirit.
Well,
so now your margin of success is what?
Good.
Is a 9.
You just got. Hold on, wait. How is your spirit only 9?
No, not spirit.
Oh, okay.
He's margin of success.
Oh, okay.
Margin of
so
success,
that way
yeah.
we can,
Yeah, that's right.
You also
that's
just
right.
got a spirit boost, Big Red, if you need to take it.
Yay.
What? Oh, I got a spirit boost. How much is my spirit boost?
That gives you 2 back.
To your
I will
spirit.
take the
So
2
you
back
get 2
after.
back for every card.
Oh, excellent. I like that. Hey, so it cost me 2 less than I needed to with a margin of 9. Look at that.
Perfect. All right, so with that, Big Red, please describe to me how you have hidden all of your vigilante necessities within the ice cream shop.
Well, I don't know. One, I don't know what you're talking about, hiding within an ice cream shop and everything. But one thing that the whiskey would probably fall on, that would definitely know, is knows how, Big Red actually fights people, and that's with ice cream scoopers. So I mean, the ice cream scoopers should, just right out in the open, because putting some out in the open, people tend to miss it. Like if there's a piece of paper sitting on the counter with important information that we got to see. Sometimes it just gets looked over. Hidden spots, if anything. If I happen to be this vigilante that you keep talking about.
We, allegedly confirmed nor denied that there's even a vigilante in town, let alone that it would be Big Red, because Big Red and Big Red, two very separate people.
Incredibly two separate entities entirely. I mean, there's like one person that believes that they're the same person, and they're so far off track and everything, even with that big brain of theirs.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We could never assume that they're the same person. We have not seen them in the same room at the same time, but that could be said for a lot of people in town. So it's fine.
Absolutely.
Whiskey, you don't turn up anything. It seems that Big Red is just a wonderful ice cream shop owner.
Well, in that case, I guess I should look around for anything else that's maybe might help us if we knew, I don't know, giraffe prints? I don't... And I'm not talking about giraffe tracks, the tasty peanut butter cup filled ice cream flavor that also has chunks of ramen in it.
Oh, I got an order. I got an order of that in earlier today. Yeah, if you want some of that, absolutely.
Ooh.
But
like, how people add potato chip to add
so
the
it
salty?
doesn't taste like anything. It's just like crunchy noodles. That might not be bad.
Giraffe Tracks 2023.
That's another thing I should draw, is what the packaging of that looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Just so much art inspiration coming from this campaign.
2023 is, the year of 20 Michael Jordan. There you go.
It is. That has been pointed out to me once or twice, and always by Adam Kahn.
Absolutely. Today is like the 15th or 16th day of the first month of the year of 20 Michael Jordan.
20 Michael Jordan.
There we go.
So good.
It has layers.
It has layers. Lots of them. So many layers. So good. So as you're looking around and going through all these cabinets while Red is doing everything as sneakily as you can, but like, is anything about whiskey very sneaky at all? So as you're looking through everything, you do spot the poster that is on the counter, and you can see that it is one of these missing persons posters, but there are a lot of things circled on it.
I'm beelining to Big Red and just holding it up, and I'm just gonna do a little skunk jump, right? Just like, clue, clue, clue.
Well, is that an excited skunk jump?
It's a clue. Yes.
When you get excited, do you do a skunk poof?
Excited, nervous, so many things.
Oh! I can tell you got
Extreme
something
emotions.
there. I could smell you coming. Oh my goodness. So yeah. What did you find? Oh! I didn't leave that there. What does that say? Oh, it's a missing persons thing. Yeah. Let's take a look at this. Good. Look at that good eyes of yours. Yeah. You're finding
It's the
clues all over
Justin
the place.
poster.
Well, it is the Justin
Things
poster.
are circled.
That's right, and this is exactly what it says. Mallory, I defer to you.
So the full poster says missing Justin Twizzler Lake. It has the very nice portrait of Justin.
Mm-hmm.
It says, please contact Mayor Mayor Alleypop, but then it's got like a little arrow and it says president like written in. Because president is his first name, so it's Mayor President Alleypop. Hall of Excellence and Pastry, and then it's got like a phone number at the bottom of it.
What about on the and what's circled on it?
There's a bunch of letters circled on it, like individual letters.
Ooh,
There are some
okay.
arrows that point from like letter to letter. So go ahead and give me a mental roll, because this is not just like circled after one another in a way that makes sense. There are a lot of arrows and lines and things.
Ooh, all right. Mental, that's a 6.
Okay, beautiful. So the letters that are spelled out, and then if you go through the circled letters and follow the arrows to kind of figure out what order they're supposed to be in, it says send help.
Oh, Whiskey, look at this. It from my not as big brain as yours. I think I might have cracked the code here. It looks like it says send help.
What? No. Oh yeah, it totally says that.
Yeah, I mean it could say help send, but that just doesn't make any sense.
No, I think it's sent help. So, do you think Justin sent this? And if so, how did he get it into your ice cream shop?
I don't know. I mean, I got my quadruple locks on the front door there, unless somebody snuck down into the cellar.
The
Came out that
cellar?
way. Well, yeah. Well, that's where I keep all my dry ice and everything. That's how we keep everything cold. You got to keep the ice cream underground and stuff. You got to keep it somewhere.
Are there any additional entrances to your ice cream cellar dry ice cave?
I mean, it leads up to the back side of it. That's why I don't have a back door. The back door is actually from the cellar, and I go out that way.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's where
Got
I get some of my deliveries from the farms and everything. The dairy farms, out to the west.
Well, is that one locked?
Cannon.
Yeah, normally I got a big old padlock on that back one, but you know what? We should probably go down and take a peeky pew at it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do
Right.
that.
All right. Flip that piece of paper over. Is there anything on the back of it?
Oh, good idea.
Nope.
Nope.
Excellent. Down to the cellar we go.
Gay! roll. Tuck into the cellar. Okay.
Now be careful. I have been told that hags tend to live in the basements and everything. It's just an old wives' tale that I used to hear a long time ago.
I'm sorry. What?
A hag. Apparently, it's like an evil like. She's corrupted by energies and stuff and everything. It was an old fairy tale that I heard once upon a time. It was a book that I read. It was called Dragons and Things. It was really, really weird things. Very interesting book.
Okay, I'll be right behind you.
Okay, all right, here we go. Clop, going down the stairs. Don't be scared. Come on down. As we disappear into the darkness and the camera switches over.
As you reach the bottom of the stairs, there's like not much out of the ordinary down here. It seems you've got your big chest of dry ice, lots of ice cream that was just brought in on delivery this morning, and kind of prepped for the festival and for the days to come, because you get sold out very quickly. And thankfully, some people in a land a few kind of plots, if you will, over are very good at mass ice cream production, and they like when you come to visit and they make new stuff with you, so they kind of ship it out just by like gallons and gallons and gallons at a time.
Oh yeah.
You do come to your small cellar door, and go ahead and give me a mental check to see if you lock this one.
Ooh, good idea. Where'd my dice go? Here we go. Oh, I definitely did. That's a 2.
Oh yeah, no, this one's even more secure than the upstairs door. There are 5 locks on this one. All of them are pristine as to where they should be in their perfect locked position. So no, it's fully locked up in here. No way anybody could get in.
And I look. I stop in my tracks, and you see the head tilt, and I look directly at Whiskey, and I say, "Oh, Whiskey, who probably got this inside? Big Red. Probably trying to help us out. He is. Oh my gosh.
So you do know him?
I mean, you do know that he fights crime with ice cream scoopers, right? I provide those ice cream scoopers to him. Yeah. He might have actually been able to sneak in here. He's definitely here to help us out.
I knew I was onto something. Okay, yeah, we gotta follow this clue from Big Red.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I wish I had Bug here. Bug would really know what to do as well too. All right, you know what? How about this? You know, we need to get this information to the others. Why don't you go after that? I'm gonna run the trash out and I'll lock everything up and then I'll be behind you. Okay?
Yeah, yeah. Right, yeah.
Right. All right. I'll be right.
That's on out.
Good. All right. And Whiskey runs out. Big Red's standing there, listens. And Big Red just does this, breaks the fourth wall, looks directly at the camera, winks, and walks off screen.
Yes. 100%. We love to see it. So in our less vigilante-filled crew that's headed to the garden, as you all approach the Garden of Olives, as everybody here knows, this is not a garden of olives. It is a garden of green and red gumballs that over time just looked like olives. So from far away, somebody tried to name it and then realized their mistake later and it was too late. So the Garden of Olives right now is extremely overgrown. What is normally like a very nice trellis, sort of fenced in area is overgrown with vines and leaves and gumballs. As you kind of go in the front, that you realize that the gate itself has been so overgrown with vines that it's sort of tangled in on itself and is unable to open. So if one of you would like to try and take a crack at it in some way, you can feel free. Or there are other ways to get in. Whatever you would like to try.
Is this back to me?
This is you and Willow.
Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted to be 100%. All right. Yeah. All right. So, if there is one thing that I am good at, other than plants, it is doing weird things with my weird little hands. And he like does his little hands, and he just and it like the sound effect is like as he twinkles his fingers. So, I would, if it's okay, I would like to use these little hands. And then he pulls out his like little rake and break the lock. And just hit it really hard. Just
You go for it. I support this for you.
all right. So I have to roll. Oh shit! I have to roll the d20 plus my physical.
So what you're trying to do is your physical number is your goal or lower.
Okay. Oh, my goal.
We play by golf rules here. So you want something lower than your number actually is.
Okay. All right. I hit my number exactly.
Totally good. Then you're fine.
Okay. Sick.
Meets it, beats it. Yeah.
So you please describe to me how you take out this gate with a rake. I would love to see.
So it's like one of those little the little like trowels. Trowel is the spade, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, Corncob pulls it out of his little apron, and he like squares it up and does this kind of thing to like see if like the temperature's right, and if the wind's blowing in the right direction. He like looks at it from all angles and then takes the little rake and then just bonks it just right over the top of the trying to see if he can he just bonks it like teeth side down, hopefully just using like the pure force of his swing, his mighty possum swing, and just break this lock open.
I love it. So as you just bonk your little rake on it, and actually the lock kind of just comes clean off. So all of the vines that were like wrapped around in it have just kind of opened themselves up to where you can open the gate. As you all walk in, there is a bit of disarray. All of the vines are certainly where they should be, but very overgrown. but there is like a sort of gardening table or a couple where like Justin and others would have been able to pot things and all sorts of things, and a lot of that seems to be knocked over. There are some broken pots and things like that. And you just see like paper strewn about and all of these things, and there's also like a little shed off to the side.
Well, Willow, one, feel free, I guess, to help yourself to any of the olives that have fallen on the ground, 5-second rule and all that. But also, I know they've been on, 5-second rule, as long as anything's been on the floor for 5 seconds, you can eat it. But also, I definitely want to check out this little table over here, the potting table. Just, I don't know, it seems like the base of operations. What do you think?
I think that's great. And she puts a couple of the gumballs in her backpack as rations, because that's really the only thing she couldn't get. She's got some granola bars that her mom makes her keep in her backpack, but she couldn't get real food rations, so she's just taking some of the gumballs that fell and put them in her backpack.
Yeah, of course.
You have absolutely tried to get real food rations to put in your backpack, and either your mom or your scoutmaster have caught you every time and been like, Willow, honey, you're not a survivalist. You go help the elderly carry their groceries. I don't know why you think.
I'm supposed to always be prepared, and in an emergency, if I have food rations, then if I get stranded somewhere or we get lost, we won't starve.
Well, then be prepared to come home and I will make you a sandwich, honey. It is not...
But, Mom, if I'm lost, how am I supposed to come home?
How are you supposed to get lost? This place isn't that big.
There are many places that I could get lost here.
Such as?
There is one place I could get lost here.
Okay, but we don't go there.
But what if I have to?
Cotton Candy Forest is off limits. There's no reason for you to ever have to go there.
But what if I have to, Mom?
What if you just didn't? Whatever purpose in your brain you have for going there as your mother, as your mother, I'm gonna ask that you maybe don't. And instead you come home.
I mean, it's not high on my list of places to go, but if
it shouldn't be on the list.
Emergency arrives and I need to go in there to save someone, it is my duty to do that.
No, that's all I've got for you. No. And also, if you could stop stealing your father's macaroons that he keeps getting from Scoop-Dee-Doo, that would be lovely, because I can't go to Big Red and ask for more lemon every week. He doesn't even make lemon every week. He makes lemon every week because I keep having to come in and ask for lemon every week because you take them from your father.
I have to have snacks. What if my blood sugar gets crazy?
Honey, I make you granola bars, and I get you the strawberry ones from Big Red's. The lemon ones are for your dad.
If you split them and you put half of a lemon with half of a strawberry, it's like strawberry lemonade, and it's the best.
Have you asked Big Red if he would maybe add strawberry lemonade?
No.
Okay, well, maybe we have that discussion and we stop stealing your father's lemon macaroons.
I think this entire time while Willow's having this that's so Raven vision, Corncob's just hello, are you working on your peer into the future badge? Does that are you okay? Do you need more gumballs?
No, I think I have enough.
Yeah, they don't have too much in the way of nutritional value, but I mean, it's still,
I mean, if we get trapped somewhere for a really long time, it's still better than nothing.
That's true. Oh yeah, no, I mean, you get to occupy your time with chewing, but anyway, so, all right, I'm I want to check out this table, but there's also that cabin thing over there. What? But I am also tempted to clean up this mess. This is just an absolute shambles.
Well, let's stick together because I'm not supposed to be on my own.
Oh,
My mom told me that that's when I get into trouble. So I'll stay
Understand.
with you and we can look at the table, and then hopefully when we go to look at the cabin, everybody else will be back.
That's a really great point. Hopefully they don't get lost in like a basement or something. It's fine. Yeah, so I think as Corncob makes his way over to like the table, he like starts, he brings out like his little pruning shears and like, at least cleans up along the way to like, make sure that at least somebody's maintaining just a little bit.
Lovely. So
Yeah.
you like go through and start to do all of that, and as you're like kind of going through all of the table and picking up pieces of pots and things like that, you notice it is a fairly big mess. There are at least 4 or 5 broken pots here. All the different clay ones, not as nice as the ones you carry at Possum's Blossoms, but they are like very standard basic clay pots. You are cleaning all of this up, and there is a small piece of paper that was stuck underneath one of the broken pot pieces.
Oh. Oh dang. What can you read? I'm actually not really great at reading.
Yeah, and she's just gonna like read off whatever it says.
It's actually not words at all. It is what looks like a very small hand-drawn map. You can see some like different, just like different basic shapes. You think that one kind of off to the side that's a little square with a big circle around it, you think that might be town square, but you're not super sure. It's not very detailed at all. It's got like just kind of very basic shapes and blobs in different places, and then like one of those very classic little dotted lines that goes all the way around in a different path, and there's an X on like the very far left side of the paper.
This looks like the map's whiskey drops.
Do Whiskey's maps ever lead you anywhere like important and cool?
Sometimes. Other times I think they really just like drawing, and so we kind of end up in the
That's
middle
valid.
of nowhere.
Tracks.
Well, then that makes sense why you would need rations. Because like what if you do get lost because you followed one of Whiskey's maps?
Yeah, everybody's like, how can you get lost here? And I'm like, have you ever followed Whiskey's map? It's super easy.
It's okay. I don't think woodland creatures like us are known for our senses of direction. But wait, is it in Whiskey's is it actually in Whiskey's hand? Like, is it drawn in Whiskey's hand, or?
I don't think so. I think it's just like that's the best thing she can compare it to.
Okay.
Give
alright.
give me a check about
Okay,
it.
I'll
Is
check
this
it.
Whiskey's handwriting?
I
You
don't
would
know.
know.
I just yes and you. So. Well, that was a better roll than I thought. I actually know it's not.
There are attributes.
There are attributes.
There is spirit.
I am going to.
Better get this map reader.
I'm gonna do spirit.
Right.
And I'm gonna use 2 of my spirit to make it a 19. And because I rolled a 19.
Okay, great. So that was actually
Yeah.
primo.
Yeah.
All right. Because there is not really a margin of success there. It is just a flat neat. I'm gonna go with you cannot tell anything else, but you do know that this is not Whiskey's drawing.
Okay.
Anything else you could have gleaned from that, you're not super sure about anymore.
Yeah, this one's not Whiskey's. Whiskey always likes to draw the X in red and the path that we're supposed to walk in red. So that we don't get lost, but then we actually get lost by following the path.
Okay, so this isn't Whiskey's work.
No.
Well, alright. Well, if this actually is a map that's supposed to work and get you places, I can see how Justin might have gotten lost, considering he doesn't have his map that actually functions like a map.
And this map isn't very easy to read either.
I don't know how to read maps. It's fine.
They're kind of complicated. Well, I guess they don't always have to be complicated. It's really... I don't... Maybe it's just because I don't know where this is. Maybe this is actually a really well-drawn map, and I just am missing information.
Well, hold on. Wait, so wait, this is... I think finally it clicks for a second that, like, this area is, like, really, you know, like, the pots are broken and everything. Can I look around for signs of, like, footprints that aren't giraffe prints? Or, like, signs of a scuffle?
Yeah, for sure. Give me a mental check about it, and then we'll... Essentially, the bigger margin of success, the more information you get.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, listen, I'm not going to spend so much of my spirit to make that work.
That is fair.
So I'm just going to look at the dirt and be like, yeah, that's dirt.
Yeah. No, I mean, it is nice dirt. You can at least realize that this dirt is, like, well cultivated for the area. It's something that Justin took a lot of pride in, at least, because a lot of the natural soil around here would not grow the olive gumballs as well as it does here. It definitely took some sort of, like, chemical balances and things like that for the soil to be able to do that well, but you can't tell really anything about other types of prints, anything other than, like, the very basic broken pots.
Well, it just seems like, you know, I can't think of a pun right now. Corncob looks directly into the camera. In Amber's time, it's 11:30 p.m. and their brain has completely broken and they can't access the pun repository.
That's okay. So as you all are doing this, and Possum is having his cut to camera moment, Whiskey and Big Red have essentially got here, and Bug is beelining for Big Red.
No, there's no Big Red there. What are you talking about?
Did I say the wrong Big Red?
Sorry.
No, you don't. Yep. No. Wait, you see Whiskey come running in. Yeah.
Okay.
Whiskey was sent, to pass the information along, and Big Red was going to take out the trash.
Oh, that's fair. Big Red needed to take out the trash. That's totally fair.
Right.
So Whiskey comes around the corner, and Bug looks mildly disappointed that Big Red has not come back.
Clue, guys! It's a clue!
Oh.
I have one too.
Nah!
Yeah,
Just
we
smush the clues together.
We determined that you, so we gave a lie detector test to this map, and we determined that it is not it is not your map.
But
What?
like, it's okay, so it's drawn like your maps, you know, like when we get lost because we practice our map making. It looks
My
like
cartography skills are second to none.
I mean, they are very detailed. They are very detailed. But can you maybe tell where this is? Because I don't know.
Okay, here, we'll trade. This one says send help. Let's take a look at this map.
It says send help.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
fine.
gonna have the missing.
It's like a big thing to
person
gloss
on
over.
For the help. We're sending help. This tells us where to go.
Whiskey,
Do I need to
give
roll?
me a mental check. And give me what your margin of success is, because there's a lot that you specifically can glean from this.
I've never been so disappointed to roll a nat 20 in my life.
I know, isn't it heartbreaking?
I mean, there's spirit that you can roll about it.
Or you can tell.
There are
yeah.
also assets. I don't know. I do not remember
So-
the assets you have on your sheet, but if there's one that works, there's one that works.
I'm gonna go ahead and use 4 spirit to meet that at 16.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and use, I believe I have 2 spirit boosts, so I will use both of those
Yeah.
to
You just
replenish
want to
back.
spend the pool. Okay, you want to replenish back your pool. Got it. I thought you meant you were going to use both of those spirit cards here too, and I was like, man, you're really going for this. But no, honestly, meeting it gives you at least some information. In this moment, you have a bit of a flashback, at least enough to know that you and Justin must have had a conversation at one point because you showed him how to draw maps.
I showed Justin how to draw maps.
He didn't say anything about where he was going, only that he wanted to go on an adventure and thought it would be smart if he made a map first, and so he asked for your help on how to do it.
Does this look like that map that I helped him make?
It's got like the same basic shapes. It's more like he definitely did not make this one in front of you, but it has all of the same. You basically were like, to make a house, you just draw a square, and then to make this, you just draw a square, and to make this other type of like big field, you just draw a bigger square. And he took those principles to heart. It's just that makes this not super easy to read. But
Squares are the powerhouse of the map.
they are very true.
Okay.
It's at this time you all are staring at this map and you hear a rustle in the leaves above your head.
Oh no.
And you hear kunk behind you. You all turn, and standing up with his back, you see like these red legs, and then moving up, you see what looks like this giant Cheeto bag wrapped around like the neck
I forgot about that
of this
Cheeto bag.
small town superhero.
I forgot about the Cheeto bag cape, and then we come to this. It's the best thing in my life.
The truth remains. Big Red is gone.
So I hear that you all need some help. That you needed some help finding Justin Twizzler Lake, right?
Big Red!
Yeah, Big Red is here on the case with you. Ah,
Yes, sir!
I saw you running from the ice cream parlor, Whiskey. You're a pretty quick little raccoon there.
He knows my name. I'm a skunk, but that's okay. He knows my name! Not my species, but my name!
Sorry. My mask was covering up my one eye. I was looking at the wrong thing. But yeah, just know that I'm here to help with whatever you all need. Is everybody okay? Everybody's safe, right?
Safe, yes, but with clues!
Good. Clues are good. Yeah. All right. What are the clues you got so far? I can
one.
definitely help you.
Justin
this one.
says, yeah, I think he wants help.
Oh, okay.
And this
send
one,
help. Okay.
it's a map, but they know the code.
Oh, they know the code of your map, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds pretty tricky. Looks like should definitely Big Red should take the case. Yeah.
I can teach you the code if you need to make maps. I
me
can
the
be your
code.
map maker. I can be your designated map maker.
You know, yeah, definitely. Big Red's been looking for a map maker for a long time. Yeah, so that'd be helpful. So where are we starting at? You, Corn Cob, what have you come up with so far?
I've come up with. I've started tending the garden, because it's a gosh darn mess out here, and if Justin's not gonna be here to maintain it, and he said bye, I'm gonna, say hi to garden hygiene.
That's what you call community love right there. Yeah.
Oh,
Making
yeah.
sure that somebody else can't be there to do it. You're there to help them out. Good. Hey, Willow, the scout. Yeah. Adventure party. How are you doing? Yeah. What did you find out there? What you got?
Oh man, I can't breathe.
I don't. Yeah. Not gonna lie. This isn't a laughing matter here. This is quite serial.
Is it super cereal
right now? Super cereal right now.
Super cereal.
Super cereal.
Ain't no lie. This is a big deal.
That's right. Wherever we gotta find them, ain't no valley high, ain't no mountain low. It's all good.
Ain't no rivers cry. Okay.
Exactly.
I don't really have anything.
Okay, that's all right. Hey, you know what? You're here, and I know that I know that you really try to help out everyone. And congratulations on getting your helping badge today.
How do you know?
I know everything. Very perceptive.
Wait, you did find something. You found the map, and you can read it.
Oh yeah, it's a map. That one.
All right. So where's this here map telling us that we have to go to?
And she's just gonna look at Whiskey.
And Whiskey's gonna look at the GM.
There are a few ways that this map could really point you. The problem is really that Whiskey's whole map making skill is based off of one shape. And that shape can mean a lot of things. So the way that you're looking at it right now, there are a couple different paths that you think might work. One is that the starting point would be in the garden, because you are currently in what would equal a giant square. And it would loop you kind of all the way around back into town and possibly into the building where Mayor President Alleypop works. Another way could be that you also start in this garden, but that it cuts you through the cotton candy forest. And then if this square doesn't mean this field at all, your really only other option is if that square means that it should be over in the ice cream shop, then the actual path would lead you to the lighthouse.
Ooh.
It's a problem when everything is square based.
But definitely leading us through the forest there, huh?
Well, look, it's an efficient system.
Well, listen, there's a reason why grannies like squares. I mean, they call them granny squares for a reason. They're a really efficient shape. That was a crochet joke, in case anyone didn't understand.
As having a roommate that crochets, I totally understood. If you would like to try to figure out what one that is, there are definitely checks that you can do about it if you would like. But that's all you can see surface level of it.
Okay, can we dig deeper?
If you would like to dig deeper, gosh darn it, you can look deeper.
Yeah.
We're going Jawbreaker now. Is this just mental or?
It's whatever you want to explain it to me as.
I
you
think
can
mental is the
figure
only way
out
I
a way-
can explain it.
No, Jawbreaker's gonna hurt the dental is it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's an 11, so that's a buffer of 5.
Nice.
Hey, we love to see it. 5 is a great number for success. Yeah, honestly, a margin of success of 5 is really good. I would say that you can definitely figure out that you are not starting in the ice cream parlor. So ending up at the lighthouse doesn't seem like the right thing, because you're pretty sure that the zigzags that are next to the place where it's kind of indicating to start is not the Hot Fudge Sea, which would have been right if it was the lighthouse, but you're pretty sure that it's Ranch River, which is right behind the garden.
Oh God. Okay. Okay.
So,
Do you want me to take a look at it and see if we can narrow it down from the 2?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's time for an adventure crew brainstorm. Brainstorm remix.
An air horn just goes off a million times from nowhere. There is nowhere for the air horn to come from, but it just blasts through the sky.
Just something smell like popcorn to you.
So I rolled a 4, and my mental is 17.
Oh wow.
Good lord.
Get it.
Okay, is there anything that you want to know besides what direction this map is actually taking you? Because with that big of a success, I can give you a lot right now, but I want to know what you want to know.
It was almost 2 fuck tons.
It was almost 2 whole fuck tons. Metric
That's a lot of
fuck
fuck
tons.
That's a lot of fuck.
What did we decide? It was 7?
Oh yes, 7 is 1 metric fuck ton. So really,
Gotcha.
you had almost 2 metric
almost
fuck tons.
2 fuck tons. I don't know. I'm crashing real hard.
It's okay, we got 20 minutes left, I understand.
I know where. I need to know where we're going.
Okay.
Can I tell any more landmarks that might be listed on there?
Yeah, and I'll give you a bonus for free, something you didn't even ask for, because I'm a kind GM, and this is the game where I don't ruin people's lives. So as you're like looking at this map further, you kind of lay it out on the table, and you can tell now as you look kind of at it from a bit farther away, seeing the big picture here, that you are starting in this garden. That is what the big square is, that is at the start of the dotted line. So if you follow it through town, you're pretty sure that you can see it going through town square, which seems right because it's a big circle with a tiny square in it. You figure that's probably the statue in kind of that grassed area. You see a like kind of L shape of different boxes, and you can guess that those are probably the little shops like Scoop-de-Doo, like the tailoring shop, and a couple places like that. They all kind of sit in one alcove, so you can walk to all of them. And then past that, you see like a really large rectangle, which you figure must be either the big building that the mayor and the cabinet work in, or it could possibly be it's basically like this big shopping center essentially that's all in one building, a sort of animal and food mall, if you will. It's not any larger corporations. This is the Vanishing Lands. There are no large corporations, but it's more of like the streamlined stuff versus mom and pop, if you will. And as it goes past all of that, you see not really zigzags, which in whiskey's code would mean water or liquid of some kind. You actually see like little poofs almost. And in this case, the only thing that you can think of that being is going to be the cotton candy trees. So it almost looks like there was, now that you're looking over, you know how when you're writing on paper, you can sometimes rub a bit too hard, so it leaves an indent on the paper that is below it. Seeing it kind of at this angle, you can tell that something was written on a paper on top of this and was hit. It was dug in so hard that it left imprints on this piece of paper, but it's kind of hard to just make out what that is.
She's gonna reach into her backpack and pull out a pencil and try and do the etching with the side of it.
What kind of roll do you want it to be?
I know what I want to add to it.
Okay. I'm also going to tell you that you can raise your attribute that you want to use by 2 because you did so well on the last roll that it's easier for you to see where all of those places are.
Okay. Cool.
So if you're wanting to use like your mental attribute or whatever, add 2 to whatever that is.
Yeah, I'll do mental, and then I was going to... I know it's not typically on a Swiss Army knife, but maybe I have a little pencil.
Yeah.
thing that comes out.
Sure.
And so I'll do that, which instead of taxing it, I'll just do the +1, and then I'll make it a 20. So then I just have to.
You succeed no matter what, but go ahead and roll and let's see how well.
That was a 6.
That's 2 metric fuck tons of success.
2 fuck tons.
2 whole fuck tons. Who would have known? So with your 2 metric fuck tons of success, I believe that as you kind of sit and rub the pencil all over all of the paper, you can see that whatever was on top of this, if you laid them flat, almost looks like it was a first version of this map. With the X going to a slightly different spot. So on this map that you have in front of you, the X goes to the cotton candy forest. On the map that was laid on top of it, it goes to just behind the big building that could either be the mall or the place the mayor worked. But on that version, there's also another big rectangle. So with what you've kind of gathered from both, you figure it's way more likely, at least, that it's the like Hall of Excellence and Pastries, which is where the whole cabinet is housed, as well as Mayor President Ali Pop's offices. So there's an X that goes there now, and there is just a like small drawing that is not very well executed, which may be why the first map got thrown away or is no longer here. But it looks like it was probably like a book of some sort with an arrow pointing into the office. Like not just one arrow, but several, all pointing to that building.
I'm going to show everyone what I discovered. And then, is Fudge still with us?
Oh yeah, Fudge has been standing there the whole time. He just chooses to not speak
That's fine.
unless he
You know,
needs
it
to.
is what it is. Hold on. Weird Christmas music. Stop it. I'm
Music went, did somebody say peppermint? No,
Right.
actually.
right. I don't know what I clicked. Go away. Why don't you go away? Oh well, I'll figure it out later. I'm going to say, Fudge, what were you talking about earlier with Mayor President Ali Pop and a book?
Oh, that book? The book thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he talks really loud. Aren't owls supposed to be quiet or something? I don't know, but he's just stupid loud and doesn't pay attention to his surroundings. They
Maybe
said
he's a
something
screech
about
owl.
I mean, like, right on, like, if that's what you do, I guess. But yeah, like, some sort of book, cookbook, maybe? Something like that. I just figured the guy maybe, like, to cook a lot, but I don't know, he seemed really shady about it, and, like, people don't normally seem that shady about a cookbook, because, like, it's just food. So,
You
not
don't know.
for sure, but that's
You don't know anything else about this cookbook, though, do ya? Just that it's a cookbook?
I mean, that's what he called it. It seemed like they probably kept it in his office.
And he's looking shady, huh?
I mean, I think everybody that's official in this town looks shady, but like, yeah, probably like a little more shady than the rest.
Well, maybe something we can do is like if somebody, I mean, I don't know, we could have somebody distract Mayor President and, you know, they could talk to him and like get all of his attention.
Maybe
and
if
then,
somebody. Oh, sorry.
we might be on the same track here. I could find the book and put it in my pouch. And he like opens up his pouch and pulls out just like another another little bucket hat. I like to keep this in here for safekeeping, but I mean, what's the name of the rabbit again? I'm so sorry because it's my
Fudge.
brain is Fudge.
No, you're
Fudge.
fine.
Fudge. If you want to be part of the crew, you can have this bucket hat.
You see the softest smile. Like he's very happy to be included, but he feels like he should not share that outwardly. and he just kind of nods and grabs the hat and do you care if I like rip a hole just for like my ears, not to like
Yeah,
tear it up, but like
no, you gotta. No, it comes with the holes in it.
oh sweet, and he like puts it on, and Fudge from a skateboarding accident in his youth has a like chip out of his ear that looks like a bite, but it's just from a skateboarding accident, and so he struggles a little bit with that side, but the other side goes right on. He just kind of like nods and tests where the bucket has it, and he's like, yeah, I can get
Is
behind.
it also green?
Yeah, but it's like a Christmas green instead of like a olive green. Yeah.
Fudge green is a very good color for you.
Oh, thanks. I'm very like neutral overall, so it's nice to have color. Because usually the only color is Gerald sitting beside me.
It's a very nice jewel tone. We learned about different kinds of colors in Adventure Crew, and everybody has different colors that they look best in.
Very cool. Maybe I should come to Adventure Crew sometime, but like after we figure this out.
Yes, because if you complete all this stuff now, Scoutmaster Witch might let you also have a patch.
See, there you go. My very first patch is going to be like one you said was super hard to get. Look at me go. And so he kind of puts your hat on, puts the hat on and everything. He goes, oh, okay. So we're going to go steal a book. Steal a book.
Yeah, so we need a distraction, so theoretically, and Whiskey looks back over at Corncob and goes, so theoretically what you're saying is if somebody were to want to earn their interview the mayor badge, and shoots a glance over at Willow, then that could be a very adequate distraction while some other slippery folks make their way on into the mayor's office for book purposes.
Yeah, you can earn your like steal something badge. I'm sure you have one.
Oh yeah, there's got to be a badge for the thefterino.
There is actually
it's actually called the Thefterino badge.
For theft. It is rule number 55 that you should not steal from other people.
Well, then it's perfect that you're the one going out there distracting and we're the one taking it.
Okay.
Actually, this is just borrowing without asking permission, if you really think about it. Because I mean, we don't intend on taking it for long.
I have heard that it is better to ask for forgiveness than for permission.
Well, I never asked for permission, so I just do what I can to make sure that it's safe around here.
Whiskey pulls out their little notepad and says, vigilante rule number 1, never ask permission.
And as you sit down and write that out and you all are discussing what the game plan is for going to steal the book, the camera kind of just lifts up until you all are tiny dots, so you just get smaller and smaller and smaller in the camera view. But as you do, in one final moment, you see Gerald fly past the camera. How is he flying that high? Who knows? He's very tiny and has very tiny wings, but he's got an air. And as it zooms past Gerald, we cut for the night. You all are planning your heist in the middle of the Garden of Olives. Hopefully y'all had fun. I certainly did. I would like a Justin Timberlake reference counter. If someone could get right on that, that'd be lovely. But here we are. It was a fun first night, for sure.
Yes. Yay! Oh, it was really cute. I loved it.
Oh, good. We're doing 4 more episodes of it, so I would have been real sad if you were bored.
Great, friends. What did I miss in the final moments? Yeah, did I miss something?
Not too much. Just
good,
planning a heist of sorts, but it's all right. We'll get back to it
excellent.
next week.
We're planning a heist. All right, that's great. That's great.
Just a small heist of sorts. Yeah, you all are just wonderful and precious humans. All right, we're gonna start back at the top with Amber because that's where I went today. So we're sticking to the weird order.
At the top from the bottom.
At the top from the bottom.
Actually, I'm verse. So Sorry.
I love you.
No, I love it.
So much.
Don't apologize. This is a wonderful. Looks like I'm gone. And
I love you so much.
Hi everybody, I'm Amber, also known as the Space Jamber on Twitter, Twitch, anywhere there's internet. I'm a TTRPG writer, editor, podcaster, streamer. I just signed on to actually write a Oath of Tenacity Paladin for Pathfinder 2E for Girls Write These Worlds. This is really exciting.
Yes.
I'm also a Gamehers award-winning GM. I can't brain. It's 11:55.
It's okay.
What I'm doing. Oh shit! What I'm doing. I'm finishing up City of Mist tomorrow night on the initiative order at 9 p.m. Eastern. Friday, I'm probably gonna stream Monster Prom on Friday. I have nothing going on at work, so I'm just gonna stream in the middle of the day and say fuck it. And there's also really exciting things happening. So, follow me on Twitter, figure out what's going on throughout February. Lots of stuff. But thank you so much for having me and allowing me to play my little baby that, truly no thoughts, truly head empty. And I love this little crew so much. Our little nest. And I got to listen to NSYNC tonight, which I haven't done in like 20 years. So there's that.
supplying happy memories for all, no matter what form that may take.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Then we went to Allie next, I think.
Me. Hi guys, I'm Allie Capone. I was a skunk tonight, but when I'm not a skunk over here, you can normally find me over on Ladies of D&D, rebranding as Femme Gamer Party FGP. I'm one of the co-founders, and I'm also going to be the GM of the Lasers and Liches Lake Season 2, starting in February. So come see that. In the meanwhile, you can join us every other Thursday at Home Brewery. Said it right? Where we are now not only doing homebrew classes, but creating games. It's a new game system. It's cottagecore, it's cozy, it's fun, it's fine. And on Sundays in Outsiders in Ambrica, as a himbo paladin, tiefling, we're great. Additionally, you can catch me over on Eric Prinkhouse Presents for the Dragonlance series. That's going to be kicking off here in a few days, y'all. So, good times.
Oh, it's me.
Oh, and I sell
go ahead.
crap. That's my Etsy.
Yes.
That's the last thing, sorry.
Go to the Etsy. It is beautiful. I am Kylie. I also am not using my brain well. I am the other half of the co-founding team of Homebrews and Homebodies. Thank you. You can catch me here on Mondays with our Into the Darkroom campaign, and on Wednesdays for Carbe Diem. I will also be over on Femme Gamer Party, reprising Cherry Delight, the bassist prodigy, maybe vigilante, on February 3rd. Yeah, that's me.
That takes it down to Big Red here then. Oh, sorry. Wait, we're wrong. We're not playing anymore. Hey, friends. Adam Con here. You can find me on the socials at Azerold1, wherever, stuff happens, Excited. Tonight was a lot of fun. Yeah, check back next Wednesday for some more fun Carbe Diem and Big Red on the cases and such. Yeah, and then also I'm ready for some Dragonlance over at Eric Frankhouse Presents, because we're gonna have our first shows and stuff. What is that, next week? I do believe, I think it is. So be ready for that stuff. Pathfinder Adventure, run by our own Jared Hoy from the DAT Network. He's gonna be running his PF2 adventure over on the DAT Network this upcoming Friday. We got a few more shows left of that as well too. Be on the lookout. We've got some other stuff over there that we're going to be announcing soon. So yeah, and then check me out, Ladies of the Lake. I might be there. I might not. Who knows? I got a shirt though. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. We'll find out.
And then there's me. Hi, I'm Mallory. I've been your game master tonight, and I'm your game master on all shows on this channel for the moment. So obviously, I'm here for Carbe Diem on Wednesdays, and on Mondays, I run a game called Into the Dark Room, which is a Kids on Bike Second Edition adventure. I will be back in February on Fem Gamer Party for Lake. I play Henley. I'm a corporate overlord warlock. Which is really fun because I sold my soul to a company. I am also on Eric Frankhouse Presents for their Dragonlance show. And one of like the biggest points that we drive home for the show right now is obviously in the face of everything happening with the OGL and all of that, we are using a ton of third-party supplementary material. All of our like almost all of our classes and backgrounds all come from third-party books and things like that. I personally know that my domain I think I can say that I play a cleric. I'm playing a cleric. My domain comes from a third party book that I actually did not know existed until we got together for this campaign. And now I want to use it in everything because it's really cool. So yeah, like Adam said, those start next week, and we are all separated and cannot tell you what nights we're on because we do know very newly, but are not allowed, I think, still to say when, but it'll be on Twitter. So yeah, find me on social media at Moxie Blue everywhere, and I'm also a writer, and so Memory Lane should be out in a few months, hopefully. And I also just wrote my very first like mini thing that can be used with other campaigns if you want to, or you can just like play it as a game by yourself. And it's called Remember Us, and it should be out fairly soon as I figure out what I want the layout to look like. But I think that's finally it. Thank you all so much for coming in tonight. It obviously means a ton to us just for you all to come hang out while we play games. Because these four are genuinely wonderful friends to me, and I'm very lucky that talented friends are like, yeah, I want to come play a game with you. It's just cool, and I know I say something like this at the end of every show, but it's just like a gratitude thing that I keep in practice of like being very happy about where I'm at and what I get to do. Obviously, the growth of this channel means the world to Kylie and I as we started it in her apartment in Indiana during the pandemic. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to come hang out again, we'll be back Monday, same place, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. That game's a lot darker, so just know what energy you're walking into, I guess. And for that, we will talk to you guys later. We'll be back on the internet tomorrow, but for now, time for all of us to get some sleep. So take care of yourself, love each other, and have a happy adventure. Bye bye.
Yeah, Bug says bye too. Bye, friends. We'll see you later. Bye now.